Hey guys, I'm Moritz, and today I'm joined by two lovely little captives.
Yeah.
And this is the Stockholm Syndrome.
#captive.
So I think we started.
Yeah.
Actually.
I don't know.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
go.
we have.
Okay.
So first episode. You guys psyched?
Hella psyched, man, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be here.
So I'm Moritz. I'm 21 years old. I like surfing. I like, I guess, podcasting now.
Yeah.
Having conversations, discussions. Yeah, that's Victor.
Yeah.
He's got a communist hat.
I'm not communist, but I might be one day. We'll see about that.
I can be your communist.
I'm 20. I like football, music production, and yeah, conversations. And
They got an album in the works.
Maybe
actually.
we do. Maybe we do.
Maybe we do.
Yeah. But I think that's how we kind of started this idea, because we
Yeah.
have always like these talks, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. Let's just make a podcast.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be my podcast. I'm gonna have multiple people on every time. Sometimes one, sometimes two, maybe three.
That's what
We'll
she
see.
said. What?
Yeah, exactly. Your mom?
My name is Mark, but you can call me anytime. JK, don't call me.
Call him daddy.
Don't stalk me, please.
He actually looks like your dad, probably.
35. 35 with 2 kids. Divorced 3 times. 4
Only
dogs.
3?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
How many cats? None?
11.
No
No,
pussy?
no, man.
No pussy? No? Okay. Yikes. Big yikes.
Okay, so what's up?
Well,
So what are your plans for this podcast, man?
Well, yeah, basically I'm gonna have people on, and we're actually in a biomedicine program.
Yeah.
We're biomedical students.
Unspecified university, huh?
Unspecified university in Stockholm. Actually.
There's only one biomedicine program in Stockholm.
But like it's called the Stockholm Syndrome, so like I mean,
Yeah.
What?
Oh, we
what?
misled
It's
them.
in Stockholm. It's
Yeah.
not just a random name, guys.
You guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Morris. Today we're gonna do the podcast.
Well, yeah. I tried to get him to shave his head and look like Joe Rogan.
But,
Didn't
I
quite
mean,
work.
my
we,
hair.
we get copyright for that.
What?
You think?
Yeah.
If we got a Joe Rogan on this, we get a copyright from him. He'll sue
Yeah.
us.
Oh, we just said the name. Do we have to bleep that?
What?
Oh, fuck, dude.
He's gonna copyright strike us.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Don't do
man.
a joke, please.
Doesn't like the competition, probably.
Yeah, we're already ahead of them.
Yeah.
Please, Joe Biden,
Already.
don't do it.
He's gonna drone strike you now.
I mean, I could shave my head, but you know, there's not much left anyways.
Do you actually think you're balding?
No. Like, it's...
It's genetic.
If you see pictures of me, like, from 3 years ago, I just didn't notice it because everyone agrees it's bald.
It's thinning, but not balding.
No, it's not
Big
thinning.
difference.
It's always
not.
like this.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
since
yeah.
I was a kid, you know?
I have that like big corner here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, my hairline is so fucked up. That's why I'm wearing this.
Yeah, he's actually
Take it
bald. He's actually balder than that.
Yeah. You do not want to see us.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah. We're keeping this on.
Yeah. Right. So we have some topics prepared for you that we wanted to talk about. Well, first of all, I just got freaking bugged. Basically. So there were like some freaking sensors in my room for some gas. And they've only been here like radon sensors or something. And if that sounds a little bit strange to you, that sounds a little bit strange to me, but I found 2 of those fuckers. Like one on my shelf and one like taped to my closet. And they haven't been here before. So that means somebody came into my dorm room and saw like my whole mess here. And I hope...
That's why they put radon sensors, because they saw the fucking
Probably.
mess, and they're like, this is definitely radioactive.
Definitely is a
Probably.
pothead. Definitely a pothead.
Yeah.
Definitely put some sensors. Not that we do any illegal activities, just to...
Oh no.
Absolutely.
No illegal activities and stuff.
No.
No
No, you
herbs.
think it's just radon gas, or do you think it's like something sus, or maybe it's like some audio?
Oh, it's definitely the CCP.
Just
Oh, yeah.
take it out, man. Why do you care? Take it out.
I mean, we're doing a podcast anyways. We're recording right now.
How is this connected?
They've got now 2 audio sources for us.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they'll be able to make a deepfake of us, saying anything.
Oh yeah, take it all in.
They won't even need us anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking Chinese though. Like my face is like you can find it anywhere in China. They don't deepfake me.
No, I haven't told you. You look so much with your like your brother, man.
Really?
Yeah, he actually.
Yo, you know what's funny though? Because we actually get like we don't look too alike.
For Chinese standards.
For Chinese standards. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what
He
I'm
looks
saying.
more American Chinese, even though
What's American Chinese?
I don't know. His eyes are bigger.
Oh, they're bigger.
Is that racist? I don't know.
I'll take that as a compliment, man. I can see more now.
No, his eyes are bigger.
His eyes are bigger.
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't fucking look at people's eyes.
His eyes are redder though. What?
What?
Redder? Yeah, but that's not.
It's
that's
from,
not my natural.
from the cold, you know.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
But you look so like your fucking brother.
I know.
He's got the same hairstyle as well.
He's my clone. He's my
You
lone
gotta
son.
bring it here. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring
Bring
it.
it.
I'll bring it.
Bring the kid. Bring the kids.
Yeah. And you look a lot like your sister. That's true. Well,
Honestly,
I don't think
I don't
so.
see that. Like
but
some people.
that's because you're siblings with her.
Yeah, but some people say like
you grew
Morris.
up with her.
Yeah,
I think when I
yes.
see from afar, you guys look so similar.
What the fuck, man?
No.
Like I have closer to blonde hair. She like, her natural hair.
I'm
does
talking
not
about
look
this face, man.
No, I have blue
No.
eyes. She has. I will not describe exactly the color. Let's say it's brown, you know?
Okay.
She says it's green under the
Of
light.
course it does.
Of course she fucking does.
I mean, my eyes are obviously have a little bit of green in them, but in reality, with the brown that it has, it just looks like mud. So
Hazel, man. Don't say mud, hazel.
mud.
Hazel.
I think it's mud.
Mud?
Yeah.
I say diarrhea brown. What?
See, that's where it's at.
That's romantic. that's the most romantic thing of you.
It's like
You've got eyes like diarrhea.
yes, like honestly,
Yeah, I'd be turned on for that.
turned off or turned on?
Turned on.
What?
If
Turned
you,
on,
If
yeah.
you told me I got diarrhea as a man, I'd be like, you're getting it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Way to get Victor right there.
You got it.
So you were actually thinking about developing an app, right?
Oh,
Are you still doing that, or
I don't
do you not want to talk about it?
I don't know yet. I mean, it's an idea, but I don't want to show my idea, you know, because it's an idea.
Oh, then
Oh,
somebody could copy it.
that's true.
But he might have an app in the works.
Yeah, maybe. I think it to be funny, but I'm not funny, so.
Haven't we all had, like, when we were younger, just an idea for an app? I feel like it.
I've never had it.
Really?
Really? I had so many.
Yeah.
So many. What about you? Like, any ideas?
What's your
that you
top
wanna share?
ideas?
I can't think. I had a lot, but I can't think of any on top of my head. What say yours first, and maybe it'll remind me.
I like, you know, because apps are basically like you see you know you go around the house, whatever, do things, and then you see something is missing, and something will be much more helpful with an app. And I had this idea, like, because when I go, like, you know, my place here, I always have like 5 ingredients or like 6. You know, my fridge is mostly empty. You know, and I'm like,
Oh right.
What?
Yeah.
what can I make? But you know, like you go in Google and search like, you know, this plate. They say 12, like 13 ingredients, so many things. You know, like I don't have all of it. I don't have this. I don't have that.
And maybe people can submit their like recipes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I was thinking like,
Yeah.
what if you make an app, and you're just like in the beginning, you're like, what do you want to eat, sweet or sour? You know, you just pick one of these, and be like, what do you have at home? I have this, and then it goes like from categories
Right.
to subcategories. You know, like from vegetables, I have tomato, and then it asks you have like maybe zucchini or whatever. I don't know, just some dumb
you
shit.
need to program a lot of that stuff.
The
then.
algorithm's gonna be tough.
But you just pick it up,
Yeah.
and then it brings you the top
Yeah.
recipes, you know.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Because I'm searching for recipes, and I look it up, and I'm like, oh, bro, it's so good, and then it's something I cannot have or I cannot replace, and it's like, fuck this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with a community option, this would be really nice. So you basically put your recipes as tags. So basically, you're just gonna put community posts in there with recipes, and like if you have tried something really strange, then you just put it in there, says how it works, and rate it. and then people look it up and they'll find it.
Yeah, that would be like a part of it. But like I don't know if I'm the only one who has like 5 things at their fridge. Just like nothing else.
Yo, it's like you put
I
salt,
think this is
pepper, and then bread, and the thing that's like, yeah, you're fucking broke. We have nothing.
Yeah, it would be like
Yeah,
a feature for this.
Yeah.
Eat some pepper toilet paper.
Ooh, delicious, man.
Yeah, like that thing. My mom has this like talent. She always makes up something from nothing. Like
Oh yeah.
like we have nothing at home, and I'm like nothing. At home in Greece we always have a lot of things, but I'm like, yo, can you make me something? She makes something like crazy, like usually like.
I remember like sometimes my mom would make like a leftover dinner, just like a one
Yeah,
dinner of leftovers of the week, and she just like combined random shit and put random spices, but just I don't know, it was so good.
Yeah.
Like, out of this world. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I
Same.
Something about leftovers, man. Leftovers are like, there's something good about that stuff. I don't know why.
Honestly.
Leftovers are good.
For real. What about you?
I don't know, like
Don't you ever have this problem, like when you don't have something,
in the fridge. Nah, like I usually just like cook random stuff that I still have, and I just throw it in a pot. All the vegetables in one pan, and then later like any kind of meat or any kind of whatever.
Yeah. Or just putting in the pan some rice with jam and just like fucking let's
And
do
it
it.
makes a fucking like.
Honestly,
Actually,
good.
rice with jam sounds not too bad.
My
if you
sister
think about
eats
it.
like bacon with jam. That's the most disgusting.
Because jam
thing
is
ever.
kind of okay. That's actually
That's
I can
nasty.
kind of see that.
yeah.
She's like in love when we go to hotels and stuff. She's like, oh, I gotta get the bacon. Oh yes,
You know what bacon
give
is
it the
really
bacon.
nice with? Avocado and bacon.
That's not really like
Yeah.
crazy. I think that's like, pretty.
I've never seen that anywhere though.
I think it's pretty.
It's probably because avocado is usually what the vegans eat, and bacon.
No, I eat a shit ton
not.
of avocado.
I eat one avocado every day.
I eat like with bacon and stuff and eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe not bacon, but
What's really good is like ham, and like that orange melon. You know that? It's kind of similar.
What's an orange
Like a
melon?
papaya.
No.
What the fuck is that?
Honey melon.
Oh.
Or cantaloupe and ham.
The thing is
That's
that
so good.
I've never had it, but I know the taste of both, and now I'm like imagining it
It's
combined.
like kind of salty, sweet.
Yeah, because cantaloupe
So
has
good.
that kind of savory sweet with it.
Yeah.
That's genius, man. You should make an app just about that.
An app? What?
Just about cantaloupe and fucking ham.
We're gonna make a cooking podcast at some point.
Ooh, yeah.
like we did the chicken the other day. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucking barbecued in, like -4 degrees the other day.
No. Here.
Oh, the chicken!
Yeah.
Oh, God. You burned that shit. Yeah, that was fun though.
Well, at least the orange juice was a good idea.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, the caramelization.
You should try it. It's like a
Ham was a bit
barbecue
too hot
sauce.
though. But that was fun. We all made our version of all kind of chicken.
Yeah, so basically
Victor-
we had a chicken cook-off, and well, he made some chicken with orange juice actually in the pan. Was kind of nice, except he burnt it. So
Victor gave us salmonella. What?
No, this is like a big thing. Like, you guys don't know how to cook chicken.
Chinese salmonella. What?
Probably.
You guys overcook your chicken so hard.
oh no, like if you really overcook chicken, like like you just make chicken strips and like put it into butter, and you just like roast it till it's like all like light brown on the outside. It's so good.
Yeah, but like if
Anything
you
with
put
butter
butter.
is so good. Anything with
Yeah,
butter.
but it like loses. It's fat.
Yeah,
after
nah,
that.
it loses
But-
like chicken doesn't have that much.
No, but I mean, if you
fat
put
anyway.
butter and like other stuff, it makes it not really healthy anymore.
Oh yeah,
Screw health, man. Come on, dude.
we're good here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I don't care, man.
Butter me
I don't like food, honestly. I eat enough to survive. Okay,
Okay.
that's true.
I'm trying to gain weight though. So.
So you're bulking now in a way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
How's your like meal routine looking?
Oh fuck, dude. Well, I basically just have a really big breakfast, and that's most of it. So I have 1 avocado, 3 eggs with like onions or spring onions or tomatoes or whatever, just in like scrambled eggs. Then like a handful of salad with that. 1 bowl of oats with half a liter of oat milk, so like you can see how much oats that is. Some frozen berries with that, and then, well, Greek yogurt, like the super fatty one, like 10% or something. 500 grams of that with applesauce.
How many calories is that? That's a lot.
I think it's about 1.5.
Damn, that's like almost a full day's meal. That's good though. That's good for both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then sometimes I have something for dinner for lunch, but I don't really have that much usually. Then I have a big meal for dinner. Usually eat meat with that. So
Yeah, for sure.
like that organic beef that I still have that I brought like for the barbecue.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's just so good.
And then some veggies or like some carbs. So I like some sweet potato, some gnocchi,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
You should come a bit more in. The camera is you kind of on the edge.
I'm on the edge.
So
Yeah, snuggle up.
Edge of the void. What?
Snuggle up. Enter the. Oh no.
Oh, enter the
Sure.
void.
End of the void. It's not the edge of the void. Yeah. Should we talk about this movie?
Oh
Or no?
yeah, actually, that's
For
a good
sure.
topic.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Okay, you
So
guys want
this
to go first?
Top 3 for me movies in my life.
Yeah.
Really?
I think definitely top 3 movies.
It was so different than any other movie I've ever watched.
Yeah. Like, and I'm so glad I watched it like first time with you guys because I had no idea what I was getting into.
Yeah. So first of all,
It's fucked
Enter
up.
the Void.
Don't watch it. Do not watch it, especially with
Watch
your
it
parents.
prepared.
Watch with your parents,
prepared. Honestly, it's probably even better under the influence of.
You
If you
can't-
were to take
Stimulants.
If you go to Canada, you know.
edibles or something,
Yeah.
like, we obviously can't do that here. We obviously haven't done that.
Giving all the details, you know.
But it would probably make the whole experience better. And it's about death. The movie is about death.
Yeah. Life and death.
Life
and the
death.
afterlife.
And
We can say
I guess
topic, I
rebirth,
guess.
actually.
Yeah. So many fucking
You
fucking
fucking
names.
spoiled the movie, man.
No, it's not about that.
That's in the synopsis.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw.
Well, spoiler alert. Here we go. Now we
after the
now we can talk about everything about it.
Yeah.
But
skip to this minute,
Oh yeah,
so you don't get the spoilers. See.
I guess, yeah, just skip a few minutes ahead, probably. And, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, go watch the movie right now. It's
Yeah.
just three years of your life.
Yeah,
3
hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
But it feels, honestly, like years.
You know that, like, did I tell you that when it was premiered in Festival of Cannes, it got like a standing ovation of 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Imagine people like in Cannes, which is like the, you know, the pristine or whatever.
You need at least 15 minutes to like get down from that and like know that it's not your life.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not you
yeah.
who got
Yeah.
they're probably
shot.
clapping because they're like so in shock. Like, I wish I was in reality again. Like,
Yeah.
just clap for 15 minutes.
It's honestly crazy.
Yeah, like it's so brutal, but in the way, in a sense that it was necessary.
Yeah.
It just fits the director's kind of vision.
And there's honestly some like real bad scares in there.
Yeah,
Like horrible scenes.
yeah, and it's not like you're
Nudity, profanity.
right. And you got those because for me, when it comes to these kind of movies, like jump scares, I'm always like, 50-50. You got like your jump scares from like Conjuring, like this kind of cheap jump scares that's just like to scare the audience. But I honestly think the jump scares, like the truck scene, for example,
Oh, that
those
that
were
was the worst.
beautiful. Like as in they worked so well, and
Yeah.
they really scared me.
This movie just worked so well in general.
Yeah.
And like in a way it was really hard to grasp, but it followed a very simple path.
In a way, yeah, exactly.
The path was basically like the synopsis of the plot was laid out very early in the movie, and the movie followed that.
Yeah,
But how it was executed was just beautiful,
yeah.
and it just left you rooting for everybody in the movie all the way through. I think.
Were you though? I don't know, man.
I think so. I wasn't rooting for Mario though.
Oh God, Mario.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
It's the only time where Mario is the bad guy. Usually Mario is the.
He wasn't a bad guy though.
Yeah,
It was all consensual.
I guess. Yeah, you can see it's like justifiable in a way from
Yeah.
his point of view, but the
Like,
the
he
Mario
just
we
wanted
know
to
would
get
not
some.
do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Malaria. Malaria. I don't know. I think it was overrated, honestly. In my opinion.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's good. It has like some. The plot was kind of basic,
Yeah.
honestly. Like it didn't have that many, it wasn't Inception, you know what I mean? Like that you really keep wondering what happened. Like you kind of keep wondering in the end, but I don't know. It's not.
What do you think happens after death?
I don't know. Something's on the camera. Something says on the camera. What is that?
Movie recording has been stopped automatically. The maximum recording time has been reached.
Did it happen now or?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw it.
Just now, right? Not for like the past 15 minutes.
All right.
Maybe.
And the next one.
About the movie, I was saying, I think it's overrated because the plot was kind of thin. It's not Inception. It's not like that you keep wondering for years what really happened. And I don't know. Like I don't really get a message for my life. Like from movies, I really like to gain something, you know, to get like some sort of message, you know. But like the only thing I learned from this guy is that he let his sister, which he had a questionable relationship, but I'm not gonna touch upon that. But like, you know, I don't know about that, but like, you know, he went to that nightclub with her, and he
stayed strong though. Oh.
Yeah, he just let her, you know, like if I went in a nightclub with my sister and, you know, I saw all of this, I would be furious.
I mean, you wouldn't offer her ecstasy.
Yeah, first that, but I'm saying after that, you know what I mean? Like, that she got, like, picked up by Mario, whatever. Like, I would, you know, like, it's not that I'm overprotective, but on the other side, I don't want my people, like, to deal with this kind of people. Like,
some stick figures getting with your sister.
No, I'm not gonna comment on that, but but yeah, like the thing is, I don't know. I didn't get many messages, and that guy, like, yeah, we feel bad for him, but honestly, he had chances.
His life was fucked, dude.
His life was fucked.
He cannot base it. That's the thing. Like, have you read? There's a classic book called Oliver Twist. Basically, he was an orphan.
Oh, that porridge dude. Oh, please.
Yeah. I
haven't read it, but yeah.
But like basically the plot is that even though he was an orphan and like, you know, had no one to look up to, he was inherently nice. He was a nice person, you know, even when he had the chance to steal, he did not steal. When he had the chance to like, I don't know, like get some easy gain by something, I don't know. Like I don't remember the book, I read it a long time ago, but like it's not always your role models, is who you choose to be, I believe. Do you choose to have the easy money as he chose, to have like the drug money and get some cash, or like, I don't know, the hard way, the honest way, you know, get to you know, find an honest job, or like get a degree, or like, you know, anything like that.
I think what I got out of it is I don't want to waste my life.
Yeah,
that's a good
I want
message.
I want to be remembered. I want to leave a good impact, a good surrounding for the people that I care about. Because I think the worst part about this movie was him, and we get into heavy spoiler territory now, him basically seeing the life of a sister whom he really cared about unfold after he died. And she was in a really shitty situation. You can't say it otherwise. And I actually do believe in kind of some form of this, how it happened in this movie, that you can in a way still see what happens to your people. And I think this was the closest representation of death. I think this has come closest to death than any other movie. To me and to my belief system. So when I die, I want to know that my people are good, and like they're just as good as they can be.
Yeah. And, you don't know in the movie if he was actually choosing to see this. We don't know, right? He was actually choosing to see these things or not. That was
maybe
nice.
He wasn't choosing it, but still, like you want to see that. You're like, if I had been in a situation, I probably would have looked after my sister as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like you don't want to get into that situation if you can help it in the first place.
Yeah.
You want to create a good place so you can leave in peace.
Yeah. like also this movie, I think if I get one message is the value of life, you know, because
Yes.
like you see in movies and like, you know, the good guy pop 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 kills some people who are just like that guy basically, you know, who are the bad guy in a single story, and you realize that yeah, they make some bad choices, but they're people. Their death impacts many other people and their families, and like really scars them for life. So that was a good message, honestly. If I had to pick one.
Yeah, don't waste your life, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't waste your life and
value life. Don't waste.
Value
your life.
it for, you know, like for others, you know, like life shouldn't be taken so lightly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also not too seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not really in the movie because he was
Yeah, he was already
at all serious.
Yeah,
he was just.
situation. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
like,
if you like your sister too much, that might be weird, and you should rethink your life and your decisions. Incest is bad, kids.
It is.
It didn't happen, but
it's crazy, kind of in a way. Like you kind of see why he kind of went in this relationship.
Oh man.
Through the trauma, through like all that shit.
That was fucked up, man.
It's almost justifiable in a way, and that's what makes it more fucked up, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you can relate to it. We saw the whole movie through his eyes, by the way.
Yeah.
Through his perspective.
That kind of shooting is pretty cool as well. The way they shot the movie.
Yeah.
So sick. Yeah.
And the visuals as well.
Yeah.
Apart from giving you epilepsy.
Yeah,
some other parts. The ending especially.
You got your own traumas as well.
Oh yeah. There's a tunnel scene.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Where you see the train going into the
Oh my god.
Train drops its milk supplies.
The talk I get from my parents.
What?
This is the talk I get from my parents. The talk, you know?
The talk.
The train goes in and gives them supplies.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh well. I think we talked enough about this movie.
That was
like
what do you think happens after death?
Oof. I personally think it's very also like the way they depict it is so similar. I mean, we know that when you are in a near-death experience or about to die, you get a huge release of DMT. That's like innate, and it's and that's also like a drug that you kind of see your life flash behind your eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. And when you're also under the influence, time is you experience time differently.
Yeah.
So in a way you can experience your whole life back. But I personally. Yeah, it's tough. I think the way the movie depicted was really, really good.
I don't think it's spot on either.
Yeah, it's not spot on, but it's the best that I've seen, honestly.
You think it's over after we die, or?
I for me, like consciousness or soul, I don't think it just vanishes. I feel like there's more to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely transcends something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think that like our soul is just, part of this kind of our flesh, this body, this machine.
Yeah.
And it's just in this period of time, it's gonna be in our bodies, and then it's
it's gonna move on.
Yeah, when we die, when our bodies rot, it's gonna move on. Reincarnation, I don't know, like
get recycled, maybe flow back into like a huge pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe just parts of it get recycled.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because this consciousness itself is just so...
Who knows?
It's so complex, and I think that biology can't explain it, and it has to be explained through something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope to believe that as well, honestly. It makes me more optimistic in a way.
What do you think?
No idea, man. I
No
never
idea
thought
you're
about
ready
this.
to get surprised?
I mean, when he's... I don't know, I guess when it happens, but like... I have no idea, man.
Ta-da! Yeah. I don't think I have too much to add to this. I have a lot of thoughts about this, but I think they're for another time.
Yeah.
And for like a special podcast or something like that.
For sure, man, for sure.
About the other movie we watched, Rush. What do you say?
Oh, Rush.
What we talk about that?
Yeah, that
Before we
was...
start, like, I honestly think Enter the Void and Rush, they're different class of movies. Like,
Absolutely.
I
Yes.
have rankings between... Like, I think they're not... You cannot compare those two.
Exactly.
Rush is amazing movie for its own class,
Yeah.
and Into the Void is amazing first class. So I really don't compare those two.
I can't really compare Into the Void with anything.
Yeah. in a way.
That's what I've struggled with.
Yeah.
So I happily call it the best movie I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not necessarily true. It's just the first of its kind that I've seen.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So this really impressed me. I think just the novelty of this impressed me.
Yeah.
And I think it was so much more than your ordinary movie.
But dude, Rush was honestly like, the last time we watched it, and that was the first time I've seen that because I watched it in the cinema when it came out. So 7 years? And
2013, yeah.
this second viewing was so much better. Like I genuinely thought the messages, the characters.
Yeah,
It's one of the
absolutely.
best.
Yeah, let's just talk real quick what it's about for those people that don't know.
Yeah.
It's
It's,
about
yeah,
I think
that's
you
it.
describe it best.
Yeah. It's a story about the Nadi 76 Formula 1 championship. And the battle is between two men, James Hunt and Niki Lauda. And they're two really different people, amazing drivers, but they live their personal lives much different to each other.
Yeah, James Hunt has a thing for stewardesses.
Yeah, the thing is, James Hunt is the playboy and Niki Lauda is the man that just sits home, like take care of his body, his mind and stuff like that. But
His wife as well.
Yeah, but like you just see how they grow up, how they cross paths many times, and how they affect each other's careers, or they push each other to the limit.
Yeah. Also, Niki Lauda's tragic accident.
Yeah,
We're not
absolutely.
really spoiling anything here since it's a
Yeah, that
historical
accident is
fact.
pretty well known, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty well known, but yeah, like it's the messages, like honestly, that's what I'm looking for, like that adrenaline rush, to have the control in that moment, like just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I think you gotta do crazy things for that. Go
Yeah,
like base
yeah.
jumping, drive those fast cars.
No, that's the thing. Like those things for me don't have a purpose. Like okay, you drive 1 second faster than the other one around the circle. So what? You didn't. It's cool, but in the end of the day,
It's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
It is dangerous, but you didn't save anyone.
Yeah,
You
no,
didn't,
but the
like-
thing is, I think that's one of the things that got really cool from this the movie is like, I think there was that one line he said, that because they're so close to death, they feel more alive,
Yeah,
and that's honestly pretty true in a sense. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think if you're more aware of your own mortality, you're gonna feel more alive.
yeah,
You're gonna cherish life.
yeah.
Now, that season, those times, 2 people died every year.
Yeah.
That was like crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It's still such a respected and vastly watched sport, even though it's like you get 2 deaths a year.
I don't think
Then-
you get them anymore.
No, I mean like
now,
back
absolutely
then,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, it was like crazy.
Fucking hell, like just like going in that speed, like
Yeah.
humans were not designed to do that.
Yeah,
But they do it
absolutely.
and to compete, and it's just crazy in a way. It's the idea of it, and like they're in such stress and milliseconds of decision making. Like should I overtake, all that kind of stuff. I think it's so fascinating, and it really shows like who is a good driver in that sense, and like those really millisecond decisions.
Yeah, man, it honestly was like an inspiration for me, that movie. Like
Yeah.
when I watched it, I've studied it like 10 times or even more. But like it's really like,
That many times.
yeah, it's like
That's crazy.
yeah, it is one of my favorite movies, honestly.
10 times.
Yeah,
Dumb. Can you like recite some scenes?
yeah, honestly, I
You
could,
remember some scenes?
I knew what was happening. Like I knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I rewatched the Dark Knight Joker like many times, and I can read like literally recite the dialogue of some scenes like perfectly.
You know what?
It's so.
Ta-da.
When we were like kids,
Oh my god.
our mom wanted to learn English, and we had like those cassettes back then, and she put it in TV, and it was like with subtitles in Greek, the Titanic,
Oh.
and she put like a tape, and she just covered the subtitles in the TV, like she literally taped the TV.
Why?
Because you cannot just take it. It's like it's just a
Ah.
cassette.
Turn off the
You cannot turn it off. It's just like how it is.
Yeah,
Just put it in, and what it plays.
That's beautiful.
And you just, I remember like those tapes, and that's how we learned English, because my mom watched it, but me and my sister were like stuck, what I
Yeah.
mean? and I've seen it so many times. Like when I was 7, 6 or years old. I haven't seen Titanic since then.
Yeah.
And you put me one scene now, I remember every word they say. It's absolutely crazy how the mind works, man.
Yeah.
Like I can
That's
remember,
crazy, yeah.
and I cannot rewatch it because I don't enjoy it because I know everything.
Right.
Like I remember it so well, man.
Damn, you've watched Leonardo DiCaprio die so many times.
Yeah. My mom always
It's
like.
here we go again.
Nah, he's dying.
Like it's so funny because in the sex scenes, she always was around and she put the remote control. She put like fast forward, like, and you see them like just and then normal.
He just goes supersonic.
Yeah.
Fun
like-
fact: I never watched Titanic.
Same.
Really?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
DiCaprio one, right? Never seen it. Is it?
So I don't
worth, Is it worth a watch?
Is
Ah.
it worth it for the sex scene?
It's fast though, apparently for him.
Yeah.
No, the sex scene I will not remember. That's the thing. All the.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I don't remember it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good. It's okay. Like
Yeah. You know, Titanic 2 is like, as in the second Titanic. Isn't it 2022? They're gonna start sailing.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Oh really? They're putting another one.
Why?
Yeah, imagine that sinks. Oh my god, that'll be like it'll be
The
sad
what?
as hell. Imagine that sinks as well. It'll be so sad.
Oh, they need a ship.
Yeah, they've. I think it's almost done construction, and I think it's done actually. And in 2022
Yeah.
they're gonna actually set sail. The same route, I think. The same route. Imagine the
They
iceberg.
need to learn
the
twice.
iceberg.
The Titanic didn't sink itself.
Oh my god, that's so funny though. If they sink it.
Titanic 2 was an inside
So
joke.
funny. So funny. 1,000 people die. Fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
man. I fucking swear.
I think no. Like with they would learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, no shit.
They would have enough lifeboats.
It was 1912. Okay.
Yeah.
And if there's someone that cannot have an accident, or even if they have, they must be perfect in response. It's them. They have all the pressure on them. Like
Yeah,
imagine being, everyone is saying the same. Like, oh, imagine you sing it again.
yeah.
They have twice as many lifeboats. They have the
Yeah.
best safety equipment.
You
I
never know,
guess,
like
I
when
guess.
you're very careful with some things, you could get careless. And they might have missed like a little bolt, and then whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just disappears.
It will travel with.
With a triangle, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, that's fake. Okay,
I know,
that's,
yeah,
that's
I saw a
cap.
video on
You
that.
saw the
Yeah,
video?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
total cap, man.
Yeah, Bermuda Triangle.
Just American stuff, man. They wanna.
It's kind of sad, though. I wish it was real. It was so interesting.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was fascinated.
It was so fascinating, yeah. Bermuda Triangle,
Yeah.
but it's fake apparently, completely fake.
Apparently.
No, like it's.
All the
Yeah.
evidence shows that the triangle, they say between some islands and some of the coastline and whatever, that apparently, like, supposedly ships and airplanes were like sunk. Wherever those accidents happened, they were not even in that triangle. They were like in that general area, but many of them were like only one or two were in.
They were like stories
there,
that were passed
you know.
on.
Yeah, so does it matter if it's an actual triangle or just that?
No, but
area?
it's the same amount of like accidents around all the oceans.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
exactly.
Oh, right. So that
picked-
just gets very publicized.
Yeah, they just publish it in those triangle, like that area.
they
But I
just
always
make
thought it would
legend.
be so cool if it were true. I wish it were true, even though it's kind of sad. But fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, but like you see, like if that was real, check the airline data map or whatever, like where planes fly.
Yeah.
There is, I'm pretty sure that's live somewhere. You can see wherever
Yeah.
and where planes flying.
Yeah.
And
You
suddenly
see
it's
there.
just gone.
But you see there, like in a normal time, not now obviously, but like normal time, I'm pretty sure there are like thousands of
How about
planes
this?
every day. or whatever.
Yeah.
If it were real, let's say it's actually real, but they cannot explain it. What do you think is actually going on there?
Well,
Well,
it's
I
not
know.
actually like apparently it's not actually going on. So I don't.
No,
know.
let's just say hypothetically, it's real and people disappear. Like, what do you think it is?
Honestly, probably just weather phenomena.
That's what I think as well. Technology.
So no, you just get like dead zones in the air, like just a drop in pressure. I don't know how it really works, but suddenly a plane would just drop, right?
Oh yeah,
You've experienced that probably.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
been on
yeah,
a
for sure.
plane.
Yeah,
Just
Ryanair.
drops. Maybe that giant, so it just crashes in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like some thing in the Earth's magnetic field that
I had this
But,
idea when I was a kid.
kind of fucks up
Yeah.
the instruments on board of the plane or the ship. maybe some like for the ships, some like rocks or some stuff.
Yeah, the currents maybe like leading to
Yeah.
some ruins. Kraken.
A big kraken.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know something you
Dragons.
said?
Dragons.
You said something about magnetic like stuff.
Moby
know?
Dick.
Well, the Earth's electromagnetic field, right?
Yeah, but like that's the thing that there was a kind of unrelated, but just it's kind of cool. Like that, there was a crash once, an airplane crash in the North Pole or some pole, the one there is land that people go research or whatever. I think it's
Poland.
the south.
Poland.
Yeah, it's Poland. But basically, like the magnetic fields are like stronger over there for some reason. I don't know why, but basically the planes need constant calibration in their instruments, and apparently one guy did not do that. They did not do the calibration, and basically when the plane is going to land, the radars sense the runway. So even when it's foggy, you know that there's a runway. You know what I mean? And basically it was foggy. They were landing, but there was no runway. Just some mountain. They crashed. You know?
Fuck.
And most of them died. But
Wow.
yeah, basically like because he just didn't calibrate it. The GPS or whatever.
Yeah.
There has to be like these kind of dead zones throughout, the world. That this might be the explanation for all these like disappearances and these like accidents.
Yeah,
Just random
and
dead zones.
the 737 Max
Yeah.
being
That's so fascinating, man. That is so crazy. What do you think happened? What do you think? Like, what's your say? Have you seen any?
I've read articles about this. So basically, the way that plane works is, Boeing is kind of behind its competitors, so it just expanded the 737 Max.
That's something else.
When it designed that aircraft, right? They designed it in a way that it's not actually flying that well. It needs to constantly adjust with its computers.
Yeah, there's something else though. I don't think that's related to the Malaysia crash. The 737 Max was in 2018. But that plane was, I don't know, maybe it was a Boeing.
I don't know.
It doesn't. It didn't fail because it was a problem with the plane. Like they say that the pilot.
I know it happened 2 times with the.
That's another
737
crash. Though.
Max.
That's another crash.
Basically, their sensors get fucked up, and it has like that automatic program that then like just sends it down, and the pilot doesn't have control.
No, I think for this, what I've heard, man, I'm not an expert or anything, but like, it had like a special, software that you can like, was it? Like it kind of assists you with
Yes.
the takeoff. Basically, they had to put the engines lower because it was more economic for some
Oh yeah,
reason.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they had to put the engines lower, and the plane, when it was going up, it was going like. It was flipping basically, but they put a software to stabilize it, make it stable. But they never told anyone about the software, you know, how to disable it when you have to disable it.
Yeah.
Because if they said they have to train all the pilots, and that will take money, it'll take time, they will fall behind, So they're like, let's just put the software and it will be fine, But the software like malfunctioned and just.
I think the sensor malfunctioned.
Yeah, the sensor.
That fed into the software.
Yeah, but that's not something with it. Like that's 2018. The Malaysia was like 2014.
I think there was 2 planes that crashed.
Yeah, but like that's unrelated to that crash over there.
Yeah, I don't know about the crash right now.
Yeah, but that crash, like that, no one has found anything. Like this time that we know so much.
But the ocean is just so big, man. It's probably just somewhere in the ocean, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's where it is. I mean,
Maybe it was aliens.
I mean, you cannot prove against it, but I mean, I don't really read stuff.
Maybe it was Joe Rogan riding a winged unicorn with a laser gun, smoking a fat joint.
Yeah, that's what he does in his free time.
Yeah.
What the?
Just like it tripped out Joe Rogan hunting planes. In Elon Musk's Iron Man suit.
Oh man, he's a modern fan.
He's not real life Iron Man guy.
Yeah, he's real life Tony Stark.
Not Joe Rogan. Elon Musk.
Elon
right?
Musk,
Yeah, absolutely.
Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is modern day Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan.
I don't think he has like.
There's no protege.
Yeah.
There's no.
How did he become so famous? Though I know he's a UFC broadcaster.
Wow.
But, like, what happened with him?
I guess
I think his podcast, honestly.
his podcast is just his.
Was that before he was a UFC?
No. He was first UFC, and then he was kind of a comedian, and then he became a podcast.
Some kind of comedian.
Yeah.
Was he
But
funny?
I think it's because his podcasts.
He's quite funny.
Yeah, because his podcasts are just so relaxed, and the diversity of like his guests and stuff like that, and like the conversations are just very. It's because I think back then most podcasts were like an interview kind of situation, whereas he revolutionized it in where the conversation. So I think
Just a
I
hangout
would
session.
I would say Joe Rogan revolutionized podcasts. Because of him, podcasts became so big.
because of him, that's what we're doing now, right?
Hell yeah,
I guess, yeah.
hell yeah. It's
Joe
it's,
hit us up for a collab.
Yeah, and honestly, podcasts now are just so much more accessible than like books and shit like that. It's just nice to listen to podcasts now, honestly.
Honestly, I just put a podcast on when I'm cooking, when I'm...
Yeah, I'm not digging on other podcasts. Like, there are a lot of other podcasts that are so good out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
But,
Honestly.
What do you listen to?
there's some like BBC stuff. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's like very similar kind of topics, but they're a bit more focused.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like what?
I forgot what it was called. It's like, but they're more focused on like literature, as in like they get like neuroscientists, like psychologists. Joe Rogan gets like random guests over and like that. More educational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best thing about Joe Rogan is that he has so many people on, and you really get a grasp of them within the 3-hour time span.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? You really kind of get more of a picture of them if you listen to them for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because you can bullshit for
Yeah.
a 3-minute interview. You can't bullshit
For 3 hours.
For
yeah.
3 hours.
It's so interesting to like kind of see, to compare like the conversation from the first 20 minutes to like the last 20 minutes. Because the last 20 minutes, the guy is like very relaxed, very into the conversation. He's like, his language changed like that. It's just like, it's more of a friendly conversation.
I think same with us, honestly. Because like when we just started, we were a little bit more tense.
Now I'm chill.
Yeah.
Maybe even a bit drunk.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta thank the Mauritius rum.
Yeah.
The beautiful Mauritius rum.
Not sponsored yet.
Hashtag. Not
But
sponsored.
guys, we're available.
Mauritian at heart, international in spirit.
Oh man, it's like what Eric said.
99 crowns.
What Eric said in the motivation letter. It's a Copenhagen is a place where the past meets the future.
Oh man.
Ah!
Yeah.
That was fun.
Where did you apply to?
No, I cannot say.
It's confidential.
It's confidential.
No comment. Like Joseph
Okay.
Mourinho. No comment.
No comment.
So basically, we can go to a lot of university for a third year to do a bachelor thesis.
That's a mess for the whole year about it.
Oh yeah, in our third year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go anywhere, but maybe you
Maybe I
are.
would say. Never know yet. Imagine if I get it, the thing I'm applying for, and then I'm like, yeah, was it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if I need you on the podcast?
Zoom. Do
Zoom, man. Zoom call.
like how was Edward Snowden? He did all from like online, right? He wasn't there, right?
On the Joe Rogan
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like he's in Russia right now, something like that, right? He cannot go back to the US.
Yeah.
He's living his life in Russia right now.
I
Oh,
don't
can
know.
we talk about that? Like, so basically,
Can I say before you go, like if you look at the camera, we're like the meme of the 3 kids talking around the table, like should US invade Afghanistan? Now we see that meme. It's just like you just ask,
I've
talking
not
like.
actually.
Oh, it's actually good.
What I wanted to talk about is basically Donald Trump
Oh fuck no, man.
pardoned a bunch of people.
Oh, Lil Wayne and was it Kodak? No.
Yeah.
Kodak Black, right?
And
That I think is the funniest shit.
What is that? What's
He
that?
pardoned some random people. 2 of them were like his big rappers.
Pardoned.
20? How many people? 25?
Like
no, I think in the like close to 100 or something.
from crimes?
80 people or
Like the
something.
day before he was officially.
From crimes?
I think 70 people or something.
Yeah. What was it? Just from prison or from crimes or?
Yeah. But for somebody who's apparently very anti-establishment and that kind of stuff, he didn't pardon Julian Assange or Edward Snowden.
Yeah, but Snowden is just chilling in Russia, man. He's living their life. He's got like vodka in one
Like
hand.
still, come on. I mean, probably the girls look nicer in Russia.
I would rather live in Russia right now.
You know how cold it is in Russia? That's like -30 right now there, man. I don't want to go
Moscow?
to -30. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know some like village or whatever. that
Yeah, I'd
friends.
rather be in Portugal. Not right now because they got a huge spike in COVID.
Yeah.
But in general, I'd rather be in Portugal. Brazil, Spain, Italy. Nah, I don't know Italy.
Where would you rather be right now? Like right now.
Me?
Yeah. I want to go to Dubai for just for a minute.
Rather be.
Back to Dubai.
A minute. Why a
As
minute?
in like a minute, as in like.
Oh, I stopped recording.
For,
Yeah. Is it like 45 minutes to record? I suppose it is.
Half an hour.
3:11 shit.
Should I? Yeah, you stop again.
Yeah. Yeah. If I were, I would go back to Dubai for like not a minute, but like for like a week. You know why?
Why?
Because they have burger fuel.
The what? What did it have?
Burger fuel. It's like this one burger joint. And I think
Oh.
they got the best burgers.
You just eat burgers for a week?
Hell yeah, man.
Watch some people getting stoned?
I can't do that there, man. Burgers here are whack. That's the thing.
I mean, honestly, I would like to stay here. I mean, right now, nothing is really. Maybe Australia or New Zealand, they're like no COVID over there.
Oh,
right?
New Zealand doesn't have COVID yet.
Yeah.
They're
I'll go
chilling.
there.
They're chilling now.
Infect everybody.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be kind of awkward, like, in once, like, okay, in Stockholm, COVID is completely gone, like, to get back to normal life again? Do you think it's gonna be a bit of like a
I was thinking about
weird
that.
period in a way, like, you know,
Maybe.
shaking hands, hugging people, that kind of stuff?
I still do
yeah.
that.
But only with my friends. Like when I see my coworkers today, like my colleagues, I don't even shake hands now because I just feel like, and also they don't because it feels like it's not the time yet, you know.
Honestly, I was thinking about that a lot, and like, especially when it was the beginning of the lockdown, like how people are gonna be. I was thinking that, oh, it's gonna be so cringe because you know no one will want to touch anyone. It will be like, oh, don't touch me. But people
I think
don't care.
everybody
Man.
will want to. And I think people will stop caring. Everything will go back to normal.
I hope so, man.
Like you see now, so many people even now, they're going to parties and stuff, and they party like it's normal time.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna depend on the people.
Yeah, definitely the people you're meeting.
So I think there's gonna be some people who are gonna remain very distant.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
That's so screwed up, though.
You
But
understand if they're like immunocompromised, I would do the same.
I guess. But it's like they're gonna. When will it stop? When is the
Yeah.
day they'll be like, okay, you know what? Let's just get back to reality.
But you know,
But I can't blame them because they are like, yeah, they are a risk group.
of course,
But there's always a chance.
well, there's
Yeah.
people in our age group that are very scared as well.
That is a different kind of thing.
But you don't know what they have, man. They could.
But
have
they might
some
also
relatives.
just be scared of infecting other people.
Exactly.
that
Look, there are some
Yeah.
relatives they could have.
So that's what I mean. Like, it's even though COVID will finish one day for sure. I hope so. It's just that transition. It's gonna be kind of like, do you think, what do you think's gonna happen? Like,
I don't know. I know once it's officially over, I'm gonna throw a huge.
hell yeah,
parties.
no, for sure.
Yeah,
but there's
for
gonna be
sure.
people out there that are like justifiably still scared, and I understand. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I don't think so. Like I thought so, but you see now, like most people will go back to normal. I believe.
Yeah, most.
Like there will be some, like you know, and I'm really curious what will happen with the anti-vaxxers.
Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, what will they do? Will they take the vaccine? What is their term? And if it's a guy like you know who's like 40, you know.
Especially if like the country requires vaccine to do stuff like you know that I think some countries I think the UK was it like they need you get a passport in your passport you have like the
Yeah.
stamp but you got a vaccine.
No, I think the European Parliament, like
Yeah.
some
It was
European
in UK, right?
instance, actually made it illegal to discriminate against
That's
people
so
who
dumb,
don't
man.
vaccinate themselves.
Yeah, but they're I don't know, man. It's like they're
But
like
we'll
those, you know,
see if like the countries will actually follow that.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like sometimes you need to get power in your own hands and do something that is not strictly democratic. Like democracy has many flaws, honestly, and this.
Oh,
is one of
you
them.
wanna?
You know what Aristotle said, right? That basically democracy is so flawed because essentially the person that is like uneducated, you know, they didn't go to school, didn't, you know, probably so easily influenced, his vote has the same like influence as the most like smart and educated guy.
Well,
they have
yeah.
the same power in
Okay,
voting.
so here's the thing about vaccines. Basically, if you got a really effective one, if you choose to put that in your body, you're gonna probably protect yourself from that illness. That means if you don't take it, you take the risk of infecting yourself, and you choose to rather have the illness than the vaccine.
And affect others. That's the most
But
important
those
one.
others that you're gonna infect are probably gonna be people who also chose not to vaccinate themselves.
Yeah.
So at that point, I would say they could have gotten vaccinated.
Or-
it's not my fault if I infect them.
Or they're one of the people that the vaccine doesn't have 100% success. It has like 97. Now they're saying even lower. What if they're in that 5%? Is that fair to them? They did the vaccine and you didn't do it. I'm
Well-
not saying you, but I'm just saying someone. And like,
First of all, that virus will, like, if we have a decently high quota of people that get the vaccine, we're not gonna have a virus around anymore. That's just gonna
yeah, maybe.
kind of die out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's problematic to force people to do that. It's problematic to give, like, obviously not. There's got to be exceptions. For people who work in medical care, I can see why it would be important that they're
I
vaccinated.
mean, if they work in medical care, they're not anti-vaxxers. I'm pretty sure, you know what I
Well,
mean?
I think there's a lot of people that actually are. Like
Anti-vax in general, or just in that particular one?
I think there's a lot of medical staff that also doesn't like. I can guarantee you there's gonna be some.
Right.
I don't know.
They should. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, if you know what a vaccination is, it's not necessarily super harmless. It's just better than getting the illness. There can be side
Absolutely.
effects.
No, that's worse as the whole illness itself, though.
What?
No, that's not as bad as the illness itself.
Yes,
course.
in general, but that's what trials are for.
Yeah.
So I can completely understand the argument of this having only been tried out for a year.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen 5 years down the line to the people that took this vaccine. So thank you if you take this vaccine, if you take this risk, but just understand it's a risk. And if people don't want to take that risk and would rather have the illness, then I can understand that. And I don't want to discriminate against those people.
That's true. Because this vaccine that we're getting now for COVID is an exception because there's been no barely any preclinical trials. It's a big
Yeah.
risk,
I mean,
especially the mRNA one because that's a new technology.
the thing is, or what I've read, but I'm not again an expert. But the thing is that like clinical trials, usually is like phase 1,
Yeah.
X amount of people. Phase 2, double this. Phase 3, 5 times the first amount. And basically, because funding is limited, usually it goes first phase, we check. Is it okay? Okay. Get funding for the second phase. And then get funding for the third phase. But now, such, everything that's happening, basically they said that, okay, we start phase 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. We get volunteers that want to do it, and we do it. And if it works out, all the phases, like you design the vaccine and you have to be sure, you put it, like you do a phase 3 in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like immediately.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, it doesn't, like they didn't cut out time. Like the vaccine takes 2 to 3 years to develop because those phases, they're cut out and they don't
Yeah.
do them all at once like they did now. And the funding wasn't anywhere near like it was now.
Yeah, but still, we don't know the long-term effects. It's only been half a year
Like
now.
any vaccine, man. Like for a vaccine that, like even Ebola that came around, you know what I mean? You didn't do
And you
that.
don't even know if it's gonna be effective for that long because there's gonna be mutations and everything.
Yeah.
Like there's already some.
Well, mutations.
Well, yeah, there's the South
Oh, yeah.
African variant
Yeah.
that actually
It's
like,
dude.
like that stuff. Like some vaccinations won't even protect you against
Yeah,
that.
dude. Ebola is gonna be pretty screwed up in the next coming years because the thing about Ebola is that it kills really fast. So in a way,
How did we get to Ebola?
like you mentioned Ebola.
No, I
said
mentioned the South African variant of COVID.
Of COVID, okay. I'm talking about Ebola now.
Okay.
Finish with your South African thing.
Now, basically, there's new strains of COVID, and those might not be included in that vaccination. So I'd rather see and wait if I'm actually gonna be like protected against the strain. That's like the big problem.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it last anyway, so.
We're gonna get it last anyway. So okay, let's not talk about vaccines and COVID anymore. We can talk about Ebola though.
Yeah, Ebola's kind of screwed up. Because Ebola kills fast. That's actually like a bad thing about it. Because it kills so fast, it cannot spread too quick.
But at least it doesn't spread through the air.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, we're not getting pandemics now because they kill so fast. But there was, like, a mutant strain they found recently where it kills slower, and that's kind of screwed up. So,
yeah,
that's basically what I wanted to say.
But I think this is an illness that is very focused on people with, like, not proper medical care. Because if you know how to treat it right...
You don't treat it.
Oh, yeah, I know, but, like, treat the patients right. Sorry. Then you're not going to transmit it. Or you're not going to transmit it as effectively.
Yeah.
So basically, you can care for those people without catching it yourself, which is very much harder with something that transmits through the air. Ebola, I think, transmits through bodily fluids, right?
Something like that, yeah. I think so.
And you know that you're contagious only when you're in the bed and sick, you know, you're like sick enough to get in the bed, that's when you're contagious. You're not contagious when you just get it and go around, like it doesn't happen, like, you know what I mean? That's why it was kind of restrained. I mean, like 10,000 people died, which is a fucking lot.
Yeah, I think those outbreaks are mostly because of the practices, and this is anecdotal, I can't confirm any of this. So basically because they wash their dead, and they care for their dead without proper protection.
Oh, like that in their culture.
For their dead and for their like sick, basically.
Yeah.
So they catch it themselves, and it might, like, due to improper hygiene, it might also get into their water. It might get like contaminate everything. So everybody just gets it. Like, this is not something that's cut out to be a global pandemic in like the like first world countries, because it's just not gonna spread.
Yeah.
It's the same way how like a freaking zombie apocalypse would never, like with slow zombies, would never spread here because everybody like the zombies are inferior, so we just like
honestly
kill 'em.
So it's like how we kind of how they treat the dead compared to how we treat the dead in a way.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's like this now, but something else might pop up, and it's like deadly and it really much deadlier, and you know what I mean, and it transmits through the air. Bill Gates said it like 5 years ago. Everyone was laughing like, "Oh, look at this idiot!" You know the TED Talk, right? Really famous.
Yeah, it came up.
Do you know it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I watched
He
it.
was like warning everyone and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Bill Gates is a lizard though, so it's not fair. He knows the future.
no, Zuckerberg is a lizard, right?
What's up?
Zuckerberg is a lizard.
They're all lizards, man.
All fucking lizards.
Lizard people.
That's not fair, man. That's not fair. It's a different breed.
Yeah. He just wants to microchip you.
Yeah, but I'm down for it. Fuck it, man. I want a microchip. I want to be able to stream Spotify in my head.
No, that's Neuralink.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you hear about that? Elon Musk
Yeah.
wired a monkey up to a computer so it could play video games with its thoughts.
What? I found it so weird. How can you distinguish the thought that I want to move my arm from the action you want to move your arm? How can you, like, imagine if something was in your head and you said, I want to move my arm. Like, you can say in your head, I want to move my arm, I want to move my arm, but you can just keep it still. How can you transfer that in a game? How can you transfer that action?
We
of
just
thinking
have
it?
that in neurology, I think.
Yeah, there was a study on this.
Do not study
on,
very
on,
well.
like, on Vsauce, they did like a study like that, where like a machine can guess your like movements.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that, right? Like
Yeah,
it beeps
yeah.
before. So clearly, like, it's been done. But I think that's more measuring like just the motor area.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Thoughts is different though. Thoughts is different. I think motor activation is what they're doing with the monkey.
But like the thing is, imagine
Not the thoughts.
wiring up your brain like I don't know. I guess you get paralyzed then, and you move in the game maybe.
Yeah.
But like, how can you distinguish between moving your brain, like having the thought to move your hand in the game and not moving it, by moving your hand in the game and not moving it in real life? That's like so.
But isn't that kind of similar to like those prosthetics, that like a robotic arm that you put on and that kind of move through your... It's like, I think it's the same technology, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a different part of your brain than instead of like, okay, I might move my arm. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I think it's
well, not maybe for sure. Like,
Yeah.
Because we just learned about it. So.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not too sure.
Damn. It's pretty dope though.
Yeah. But
Yeah, honestly, crazy.
would you get Neuralink? Would you do it?
It's your idol. Your
I'd
lover.
fucking do it, man. I'd do it. Hell yeah.
I think it'd be interesting.
That sounds fun.
No way I would do that shit like that.
I'd want to understand more about it before I do it.
I
though.
guess, yeah.
I will do it when I'll be like 80, you know, like which is probably the time that it's gonna be ready for people.
Oh, no.
5 years from now, man, it's gonna be in
5?
production.
Yes.
No way, man.
Yes.
No way that early. No way that early.
Oh, I think we're gonna have crazy progress in the next 10 years.
Hell yeah, with neuroscience and these kind of stuff, for sure, man. Neuroscience is the big thing, man.
Oh, genetics.
Genetics, neuroscience, man.
Genetic
You know-
technology.
Well, oh yeah, like I saw this visuals episode, and it was like basically that when you die, they take your body, they take the blood out, they fill some special fluid to keep everything cold, they put you in a freezer, and your organs stay preserved. Okay?
Yeah.
And they're like, we keep you like this, so when the technology comes around, we can bring you back to life.
Oh, it's like the Walt Disney kind of thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Apparently they got his head frozen somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like when Walt Disney died, apparently he got like frozen so that he would be brought back to life.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's some...
Probably not preserved enough, like we did it in tissue biology, right? It's so hard to preserve a tissue correctly. You need to, like, you cannot just put it in formaldehyde because it will, you know, if it will just make hard the outside and the inside will just rot, so it will not work.
What do you guys think about uploading your mind
Hell yeah.
into a computer?
I like that.
You think your soul would follow?
My soul wouldn't follow, but...
Is it
would
just a
happen.
copy of yourself at that point?
I guess.
I think it's just an identical copy of yourself.
Yeah.
And people get tricked into thinking that it's gonna be... Because that thing's gonna act like you.
Yeah,
It's
but...
gonna say it's you, but it's not really you. It's just a copy.
If this
While
happened,
you're being
can I
destroyed.
re-feel like memories? Is that what the point of this thing is? Because if it is, then I would love to re-feel the first time I had a medium rare steak. And I just relive that moment every fucking day.
I don't think it's about that. It's uploading your entire mind onto that and living as a computer. I don't think that's possible.
Ah.
Do you think that's possible?
I would like to relive the first time I got molested, what?
I thought we wouldn't talk about your history, man.
Okay, like, in what kind of form would it be uploaded? Like, you gotta run me through this because I'm quite confused.
I don't know. Artificial brain.
So, if I uploaded this into like an AI robot, it would be basically an identical clone to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible in a way.
I think it's possible, but I think it's just a copy.
If we're that advanced in neuroscience in that area, then yeah. Because I think if we make an identical copy of yourself, it's more than just memories. It's like there are things that when you're a child that you're like kind of you learn and stuff that's like ingrained.
You think
mind.
your soul will transfer, basically.
I don't think so. That's not what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's possible as a thing. I don't think it's possible. Like I feel like yeah, you can only transfer memories, but what that comes out is not going to be the same person you are.
It's gonna be a machine that
a machine
just follows likely things that you would do.
Yeah, and like only
Not,
you
might
can,
even think like you.
but only you can say like that's not me. Like you can only everyone else might be like yeah it's similar, but I think you yourself would be like yeah it's not me.
It would think the same way. It has the same brain circuits, everything.
But it doesn't like when you're a person. It doesn't like the machine would probably stay like this and not take the course that you would take in your life, because people change, you know. You see.
Oh
a
yeah, it
movie,
would
you
change as
see-
well though.
But Victor sees a movie and the machine doesn't see a movie, but Victor gets influenced by the movie and changes things about himself.
But
And that
so
happens
so with
throughout.
that thing. So I'm just saying it's an exact replica of your brain.
Yeah, but like from that point onwards, you cannot.
Yeah,
do the
and
same.
it's still working. It works.
I mean, from the point you do the replica, what happens after? What does the replica follow you wherever you go?
No,
You can
basically,
fuck yourself now.
no, you get
Literally.
you just get destroyed and that replica remains. Is that replica now you, or is it
For
is
other
it just a
people, I
copy?
suppose.
It's a copy, man.
It's a
That's
copy, absolutely.
It's a copy. It's like Blade Runner, man. Think
Because
about it. It's like
that
Blade Runner, right?
that's that discussion about can you upload your mind, and I say no. This is just a copy. I think this is gonna happen, and people, because it's gonna act exactly like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask that thing, did you like successfully get uploaded? It's gonna have your memories. It's
Yeah.
gonna think.
It's like Blade Runner.
It
in a
got
way. It will know. It
uploaded.
will know eventually. It's like Blade Runner. Like it will know. It's like it. It's not itself. It's been given memories. You know what I mean?
You
It will
think
know.
so?
I think Blade Runner does a good. The movie does a good example of this. Like it will eventually find out that I've been given memories. This is not me. Like it's a tough one, but I think it's a copy as well. Yeah, basically, it's not gonna be identical.
But I think it's gonna say, I'm here now, I've been successfully uploaded, and people are gonna follow it, and if their body is destroyed, that's it, for them. They didn't get transferred, they got copied.
yeah, I agree.
But I think people who don't quite see the spiritual side of it,
We'll think it's the exact same person.
yes. They think it doesn't matter.
But let that be. It's if that's what they
They want it, but I think it's gonna be
I won't-
basically suicide.
Yeah, I won't be happy about that. I'd be like, that's not me. That's some.
Basically, your brother says, I'm gonna get uploaded.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Go like, dude, please don't. Or,
Your
No,
brother?
it's fucked up, man.
dude, do
brother?
as you want to.
There is a Black Mirror
If my
episode
brother gets
about it.
uploaded, I'd be like, hell no, I don't want two of you. One of you is just bad enough.
No. Like the...
Before
like,
he dies, right? That's what you said, right?
Well, no. Like, he gets killed, basically. His body gets discarded.
Yeah, and he's a robot or something like that.
Like, no,
He's
and
uploaded as well.
then he's uploaded.
That is a Black Mirror episode, actually. It's so interesting.
Is that him, though? Or is it just a copy?
It is the same thing as, like, I don't know, having a doll and saying that's your lost loved one. It's the same exact thing. Because it's not the person, like, you have to deal with it.
It will behave exactly the same in terms of its
No
thoughts.
way, fuck that. No way. That's creepy, man. That's not the person.
No, it will be the exact same. It will be a perfect replica. It will act the same in every way. The thing is just it got uploaded.
Yeah, but like that's life, man. Like life is.
So you just say it's a copy and like the other thing got
It's
destroyed.
definitely a copy. It's a replica.
Yeah, and I would not.
I think this is something
destroy
that's
the
gonna
copy.
happen.
Yeah?
I think people are gonna upload themselves, and like that replica is
I
gonna
wouldn't do
say.
it. I would not do that. I think it's a
Absolutely.
waste of. It's like almost insulting my soul in a way, Like it's like
Yeah.
saying that I'm not happy with my soul right now. I'm gonna give you a replica. Like I will not do that shit.
Also, like everything has a start, like a beginning and an end.
Yeah.
Like
And
if you discard the end, then it kind of loses its value.
Exactly. If it does happen to me, like I will call up Harrison Ford to fucking kill that replica. That's his mission.
Lamar.
Alright.
Speaking of artificial intelligence,
Oh, cars.
is it about the cars? Yeah, but there's this video now. I think I've told you, right? Yeah,
You gotta remind me again,
We
man.
discussed about it. Yeah.
Again.
Like basically, it says about self-driving cars. Okay, like that's the dilemma. You're in a car, and you're like in front of you. There is a truck with some like big, heavy boxes or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Next to you, there is a car like an SUV, and the other side there is a motorcyclist without a helmet, or with a helmet. I'll change the scenarios later. But the thing is, the self-driving car sees the boxes falling. What should the car do? Should the car go forwards and possibly kill the passengers, each passenger inside, and like save the life of the others? Should it go to the SUV and possibly injure people inside, or should it go to the motorcycle without the helmet?
Should it roll the dice?
Now the thing is that, like those decisions, they have, like when it's a person driving, you don't judge in a decision like this because it's just a reaction, you know. It's just
You're
like
probably gonna
instinctive.
save yourself.
Think about it. You would save yourself if you were driving a normal car. The AI has to be programmed to do what you would do.
That's
Yeah.
you don't know. But the thing is, like
Some people might not though.
yeah, but the thing is, like you don't know for sure. Like the thing is that in that scenario,
But
let's say that scenario like this, okay? You could brake, which is the instinctive reaction, I believe.
yeah.
You know, but the thing is, if you would brake, you would die because you wouldn't brake fast enough.
Yeah.
But the AI knows that if you brake, you will die. Like, and it has to make a decision. Like the AI
Maybe.
knows.
So I think we're not at that point yet.
Oh, we are.
No, we're not at the point yet where it can distinguish between humans and other objects. So
Yeah,
I
but
think the
like-
first objective of a self-driving car should be to preserve. You're reading my mind, by the way. To preserve the people that sit in it. So save the lives of the people that sit in
Is
the
that
car.
ethical though?
I think save the
Yes.
driver because he's the one who bought the car anyway.
Save the driver.
Yeah, but because he has money to buy a self-driving car, because the other one doesn't, then
You
he's
want?
like, no, that's.
Well, look, a self-driving car that operates really well is gonna be safer than one with a
It is, but I'm just talking of that scenario, like, or like if there are two motorcycles and one of them has a helmet and the other one doesn't, should the car pick? Should the car pick the guy that is irresponsible, or should it pick the guy who has the better chance to survive? That's the thing. And
How do you
like,
calculate that though? How can you calculate who has the better chance to survive?
Yeah. How
Because
does
it's
this
wearing a
car?
helmet because he wore a helmet.
Still, it's an impossible. Like, there's so many factors, like the way he falls, where he's falling. Like, it's so many.
Yeah,
things.
but a
You cannot
helmet
calculate
most of the time, you get a better chance of survival. Like,
I think-
of course.
Like, it's a very interesting question. But I think if I were a programmer to do this, I would just program it to save the person in the car because he bought it. And
Okay.
and then if he dies, like I'm thinking about a programmer. If he dies, his family will sue me. So better if I just fucking save him rather than the rest, because that's what he would want.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
It might
you
be
wanna
decisions-
you don't want to buy a product that's gonna kill you.
Yeah,
over
like
other
that
people.
might.
Yeah, that's also an idea. But the thing is, like, you know, all those things have to get approved by governments and by like.
I
And,
think you'll get the approval.
But the thing is, like, I don't know, man. Like about the people like in the street, you know, like how do you feel that? You
So
know,
what do you think should like happen in that situation?
I don't know. Honestly, cars should be limited as it matters to the self-driving aspect. They should like, you know,
Why though? Because self-driving cars will probably be safer.
I
they
think so.
will
I
be
think so.
safer,
I think so.
absolutely.
Why
but,
should it be
like,
limited then?
should be limited to because like the driver should always remain focused. That's like this should not be developed much more. Like what should be developed
Really,
is to
but
have,
then in net we're gonna have more accidents than if everything was self-driving.
This,
So isn't it
yeah.
unethical to not allow that technology
well,
in reality?
I think the big issue is like the ideal situation is where if not all cars are self-driving, then it's guaranteed they'll be very safe. But it's the transition of people buying electric cars that are self-driving, and that's where in that little period of time where accidents can happen, and these things can happen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more interesting question is, at some point when most cars are going to be self-driving, do you outlaw non-self-driving cars because they're not as safe and a danger to everyone else?
It's the same with vaccines.
Or like, do they have like different rights, different punishments in a way?
Tax, more
Maybe.
tax, higher tax. I mean, like I have now, pretty much.
What? Which one?
Price for freedom.
Normal cars have. Not self-driving, like that's more electrical, but you know what I mean.
Like I wouldn't want to give up driving all the time.
Yeah, in a way,
It's a
exactly.
good freedom to
People
have.
want to drive as well.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, you kind of right in that sense. People want to drive.
But it should have a limit because like you see all these like things that people just sit and sleep in their Tesla while it's driving. You know what I mean? Like that's so. Yeah, sure.
Well, once it's really safe, it's gonna be safer than if the guy was actually driving.
I would do that if everyone had self-driving cars. I would sleep in my self-driving. I wouldn't trust it if everyone is not having it.
No.
That's what I mean. Like, it's an ideal world.
But what if your self-driving car, actually gets better at recognizing other dangerous drivers that drive the car themselves than you?
That's the thing, because it could be a benefit because like if there's a world where everyone has self-driving cars, think about the amount of time you can save. Like you can be doing so many things while your car is just driving for you. Like commuting is not even a thing anymore. It's just like it's just part of your life.
Just sit in the car.
You can do your work. You can do online
Put
lectures.
down the blinds.
Yeah, take
have some
nap.
private time.
Fuck yeah, like that's the thing. But yeah.
Oh, I stopped recording again.
Just can you hit the record button?
Yeah, we could wrap it soon. I guess we've talked for like 2 hours, right? Almost.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's going good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like super interesting. I think there's no right answers here.
Yeah.
There's just pragmatic answers.
It's just really so cool to see how like this progresses in our lifetime, like how self-driving cars will progress.
Oh, and space as well.
Oh yeah, man, space is so interesting.
Talking of Elon Musk.
Yeah. Well, like, dude, it's crazy. In our lifetime, we're gonna see the first people on Mars. A submarine and fucking Saturn's moons. Like Jupiter's moon, I think, or Saturn moons. One of them.
Europa,
yeah. Is that Jupiter's moon? Right?
I don't know.
I forgot. Yeah. But in our lifetime,
I should really know that.
Same. Fuck. I forgot.
You know what planet I want to see?
I know.
Uranus.
Say it louder. I don't think we heard it.
No, it's fine.
What?
It's fine.
But yeah, it's a good time to be alive, I guess you could say.
Do you think it's like there'll be a time once? I was talking with Victor the other day. That's super like crazy thing about it. You know how our parents are like worried when we go abroad or whatever because they could not go anywhere, right? Like it was, just everything was closed. Do you think that in our time, our children will be like, "Oh, yo, Papa, Papi, can you let me go to the excursion in Mars for the weekend?" And we would be like...
For the weekend.
Yeah, like it could be a time, you know what I mean? For a month, to explore the universe.
What the fuck do you do in Mars, man? It's fucking disgusting.
Imagine
you don't know what's gonna be there then. Maybe they have
that's
huge
imagine,
biodomes
like,
Oh, that's true.
Do you think that it'll be like a case once? Like, our kids asking us
maybe our grandchildren, yeah, honestly.
Like how would be... Like, imagine how weird would this feel?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, I know exactly what you mean. It's almost like... It's for our children when we're older, like they're gonna be like playing with VR shit every day. I think VR is gonna be super incorporated in life when we're gonna be so confused.
Imagine offices with like VR.
Yeah, you know how like our grandparents are always like, Moritz, alright, Mark, like connect the Wi-Fi for me. We're like, okay, just do that. It's gonna be the same with VR.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
And I guess also same with space travel.
Can you set up my Matrix plug?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell are you saying, dude? It's like all I know is like Wi-Fi and like fucking computers and stuff, but hell yeah, I think for sure, like this every generation is
Yeah, it's just like so crazy thing about it that it could happen,
Yeah. Didn't Musk like initiate that first? I think it's called Dragon something. It's like you can actually go to orbit. You saw
in
that,
a
right?
Dragon capsule.
Dragon
Yes.
capsule, yeah. You
I
see
think.
that? I want to do that. So that's in my bucket list for sure.
That's like crazy money, I guess, right?
I guess, yeah.
I think he put a raffle.
Oh, it's a raffle.
There's some like. I don't know if he or some other organization, but there's one seat that's being raffled.
What is
One seat?
What does raffle?
One seat
Like
for
a
that
lottery,
dragon.
almost, like a lottery.
Basically, they go into orbit for 4 days in a dragon capsule.
That happens in today's world.
He's like,
I
it's
think
done
this year.
Yeah,
This year.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
Like Tom Cruise was about to go up there, but like
he
didn't get a
Shout out the
seat.
guy. He didn't get a seat.
No, he wants to shoot a movie in space.
Just like Fast and Furious, well.
I don't know.
how they're going like from
Fast
car
and
movie.
Furious 13.
Yeah.
It's in like space. They
Space,
just like
basically.
chase each other with space cars.
Yeah, they're gonna collab with Star Wars one day.
I want to see Baby Yoda driving a tank.
Yeah. Do you think that series is dying or? Is it just me?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It was the first one, was like the second one
We're
especially
good.
was like my children movie. You know how is Rush now? That was then.
Yeah.
For the first 10 years of my
Now
life.
it's just
you know?
like you got the Hobbs and Shaw bullshit.
What the fuck is
What
that?
is that?
They're like superheroes almost.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
know.
you think, like, this is a very random question, but you know how they brought back Paul Walker for
With the-
That's
with
so
the face?
weird, man. Just oh my god.
Now, just imagine.
It's his brother, right?
Yeah.
I think in 10 years we're gonna be so far we can just digitally create
10 years,
anyone.
Not in 10 years, absolutely.
I
not.
think so.
Yeah.
No, or let's say in 20 years.
Digitally create, you see?
And then you just buy the right to have a person in your movie, a person's face. Then you suddenly have, like, I don't know, young Samuel L. Jackson in your movie.
So you don't
Shit,
need actors.
dude.
You don't even need the actor.
actors anymore.
Just like an AI looks at like their whole behavior,
Yeah.
and you just make them do stuff.
You just hire some random black dude and then he acts it out and then they just put Samuel
Oh
Jackson's
no!
face.
The AI is gonna
The
act
AI
out
is gonna
for
act.
him.
Can we use Samuel L. Jackson's language as well?
A double dare, motherfucker.
Well, I was seeing something else, what?
Oh well.
No, it's PG-13.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
like,
they can make a black version of you.
No, what? Let's
See that.
go!
Uh,
Man,
yeah, imagine
They would not do that.
But like maybe they could just like
some 14-year-old white girl would think otherwise, honestly. I was gonna be black.
what? Okay, right.
I should stop talking about this. I might say things.
But like just imagine, at some point they're gonna do a movie with like Paul Walker in it again.
Black Paul Walker, what?
No. Like
could,
Fast
yeah.
and the Furious, like 2 movies down the line, technologies is gonna like
Yeah.
be that far. You just put his face on some dude, and you can't recognize
They
it.
do it. They do
That's
this.
so
you-
screwed
Yeah,
up
but like
because
for the whole movie.
Think about it, then there can be no like the competition for new actors will be screwed up then because if
Maybe.
they're reusing old actors all the time.
It will be DiCaprio
You can't have new
for
actors.
40 years.
Nah, they cannot do that, man. Think about it. Like
think
no,
they could.
no new actors will be basically have the opportunity to
Well, if they're better than
Yeah, but the thing
that,
is,
If they use AI,
the acting I think is pretty hard. Right?
maybe
Like acting is
maybe
pretty.
actors are gonna be replaced by AI.
that's so screwed up.
It's like the
Just
Nike
imagine
advertisement
that.
for
And
football.
that's already happening with football. Exactly with football.
Yeah.
It's with sport now. AI is taking over, like with VAR, like refereeing, like
That's
AI
not
is taking
AI.
over.
It's just cameras.
Yeah, but it's slowly doing it. You know, like
Oh.
we see this now. It's almost screwed up now. I'm pretty concerned with sport, like with AI taking over, like rules referee. I think it ruins sport.
In football, yeah, it's kind of cringe, honestly. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you want the
You want that
unfair.
human error. the human
Yeah,
error,
you want this sometimes, you know.
Mhm.
Like you want, like honestly, I don't remember that. Like I remember when I don't know, like Real was given a penalty that it wasn't a penalty, and I'm like, whoa, what? I remember when Barca lost the league
Yeah.
because they could have won a penalty, you know. Like
Yeah.
that's what you
Remember
remember.
that Chelsea
so much.
Barca game? The
Which
really
one?
controversial Chelsea Barca game.
Oh yeah, that was like
But that was screwed up though. That's screwed up.
I did not watch it live.
There was one Champions League
Yeah,
game
Chelsea
with
Barca.
Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, where like Madrid
Yeah, that's
just
the one I was
was
talking about.
fouling all
so,
the
yeah.
time.
That one I
Yeah.
was talking about. That they
And-
won within the end with penalty. You know?
Like Madrid won that 2-1 or something.
Yeah.
That's
And
memorable,
it was-
kind of. You know?
Yeah, but like
See, this is where I
it
think,
just seemed so biased.
Yeah, I think like
But
I
that's
know.
part of it.
Yeah. This is where I think AI should not be incorporated, like in sport. It should
Yeah.
keep it human. You should keep it human.
Yeah,
know?
for real.
The drama is like it's beautiful. You don't want statistics, mathematics. You don't.
Yeah,
want
like
bullshit,
you
man.
kind of remember, like, you know,
Yeah.
when you say Chelsea Barca, like the 2008 game or whatever.
Yeah.
when it was like controversial. You remember so much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, UEFA Lona, you
Exactly,
know.
yeah, like-
that's like so memorable. That's why you look forward to it again, kind of way, you
Yeah.
know.
Like imagine like also like UFC for example, like an AI referee that would spot every small foul and just
Yeah,
stop it.
that's-
That's not like it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, sport is meant to be having its errors and drama.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing.
That's what you remember.
Yeah.
Like,
In AI in football though, that notices if it was actually foul or not, and
Oh,
they
I hate
just
that.
fucking dropped.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get like the Neymar stuff.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, you kind
No
of
more
don't.
drama
Like,
queens.
Yeah.
but that's also kind of fun, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you see them falling and just like,
Yeah.
you know, that is like,
Acting it out.
it's like kind of funny. You know?
It's almost like they trained for this. They trained
Yeah.
to die.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
Pretty
think
sure
they
do.
actually.
I've
did.
seen some players like having the leg, you know, of the opponent kind of close, and he just in the air and he just magically flips. I'm like, how? You know, they train for this.
Yeah.
You cannot do it. Just, you know, and that's what it kind of makes it funny. You know.
Yeah,
Like, it's-
It's so funny how they just
Yeah. Like now it's kind of like, you know, okay, VAR gave the goal. You don't remember it anymore, but you remember really well the. Oh, that was like Germany in 2012. That was like the. Oh, it was Lampard who scored that goal in the post and then it went in. And then Neuer kind of caught it. It was like
Yeah, it was definitely in, but it was
Yeah, and they said that,
it
you
was
know,
not in. It was not in.
that was in.
It was in, but they didn't count it.
Yeah, they did not count it.
because they didn't have goal
And then,
goal
like,
technology.
England conceded like 3 goals
Yeah.
and, you know, they lost the game. But
Yeah.
you know, although kind of unfair, kind of
Yeah.
sad, and like it was like, you know, you still remember it so vividly.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's like
Maradona,
whoa.
Maradona, man, for example.
Yeah,
Hand of God.
you know, this is the most famous example.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine if that didn't happen. You know, it would be so boring. Like,
Yeah, it's but I will say VAR has, you know, has its benefits.
yeah, I mean the line that's with the line of the goal. I think that's okay
Because
you kind of get the build up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you
Yeah,
know.
because the ref still makes the decision at the end after
Yeah,
he sees the
yeah.
VAR
Yeah.
calls.
I think that's
Right.
a good balance.
It's a good balance, yeah. I think it's the limit now.
Yeah.
Let's not go beyond this.
I mean, even the foul, like the penalties, I think it's kind of
Yeah.
like you want kind of the you know them kind of falling fakely sometimes and like
Yeah.
you know the ref giving him one away.
Yeah.
You want that, you know, he gives it right away, and if he goes the screen, he kind of lose the tension. You know, it's like,
I know, but also like it's a new thing now in a way.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But
But you want, like, they cannot complain, you know, that's the thing, because they see
Yeah.
the camera, it's like, okay, so the camera, but
they can still like see something wrong though. They can still not have the right.
yeah, but the thing is,
Cool.
if it's not with the camera, you see them like, you know, in all times, you know, it's like giving a penalty, you see all the team gathering around the rim, Guanciale, you know, it's like, Mancetta.
Suka.
But it's like, you know, it's so funny, you know, just to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's all part of the sport, honestly.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
be, it should be. Well, now it's kind of, you know, kind of blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes.
once you ruin stuff with too much data, too much statistics, too much AI,
Yeah.
like it just kind of loses its soul.
Exactly.
I think that's what all of this is about. Once you replace stuff with AI, it just loses its soul.
Yeah.
That's why it should
yeah.
be limited, I think.
You got to be really careful with that.
Yeah. It's just hard to like judge what should be or not. Like the self-driving cars, if we go back to that, it's a tough one. You know, you don't really know. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because driving is fucking fun, obviously. But
It's inevitable, though.
yeah, you think so?
Quite inevitable at this point, I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lamau.
Oh, well. What else were we going to talk about? I think
Is there anything else?
mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Fungi.
That's your thing, right?
My thing.
You're right.
Oh, yeah, the
Mushroom
trip.
trip. Hell yeah.
Tell us the story, man.
Yeah,
I want to hear it
man.
again. Do you know the story?
I don't know the story.
You don't know the
man.
story?
I don't
Oh,
know the
wow.
story. I don't think so.
So,
Say the place so you can get, you know, where were you when you were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this?
yeah.
so
I was-
you
I
get
was
out of
in the-
suspicion.
No.
Not
of the
not in
universe.
Stockholm.
I was not on Earth. I was in the moon. Okay. Well, I've done mushrooms twice, as of now.
Psilocybin?
Psilocybin, yeah.
Yeah.
The first time, they're both in Toronto, a couple of buddies of mine, high school. The first time I didn't take a huge dose. It was roughly like 3 grams. You know, you get nice visuals and stuff like that.
What do you
Um,
see?
It's hard to explain, but the best way to kind of describe it is like everything is kind of like breathing in a way.
Okay.
If I stare in the ceiling, it's like kind of pulsating. You feel like everything's alive.
It's got a heartbeat.
Yeah, everything is kind of
A
alive.
vibration.
man, that's so
Almost, yeah.
creepy.
It's super cool, like, because both times I went, it was during like February, January, so it was like negative 20 degrees in Toronto, so we didn't go to the like nature and stuff. But next time I do it, definitely go to nature because everything is gonna be like alive.
Oh.
It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. Like it's gonna be completely like groundbreaking.
I mean, it's definitely on
Kinda
my bucket
scary.
list for
Kinda
one
scary.
day.
Yeah. But I will tell you about the second time I did it, and that was when I took 4 grams, which is a lot for my body size.
Yeah.
my miniature body size. And
How
you're
how
2
heavy are you,
meters,
by
man.
the way?
That time I was around 60 kilograms, and
How,
You're 60.
how are you now? How much are you now?
I'm 65 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, and I'm like what 168 as yesterday we measured.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
60 kilos, 168.
You're not that much shorter than me. I mean, I'm not a fucking giant. But like,
So 4 grams is basically a lot for my height and my weight.
Hey, you guys are tiny.
Yeah, and
not
the thing
even
about
terrible.
the mushrooms was like, yeah, it was a large dose. Let's say that.
Yeah.
And the best way to kind of describe it is that there's like phases in it. Initially, you get the come up in a way, the rise up. It's
Rise of the Planet of
Yeah.
the Apes.
my favorite analogy of a mushroom trip is like taking a water slide to nowhere. So you have the period where you're like
How's that analogy? Analogy would be something that we know. Like,
and let me explain. Like it's the beginning is like the first couple hours is like you climbing up to the top of the water slide, which is the peak.
okay.
Okay, and that's where you're like, you start to see the visuals. You become more empathetic. The conversations are like you know how the whole ego thing works, right, with mushrooms.
Yeah.
You kind of it breaks down it makes you vulnerable. It breaks down the ego in a way.
No.
For example, if I were to say something that is against your opinion, if I say like I don't know, fucking, I hate coffee, and you love coffee, for example, and you're gonna have that initial reaction where like you're like kind of okay, I'm gonna go there and be like, no, actually coffee is really good. And even if you were like a very mature person and you'd be like, okay, you know what, I see your point, coffee is blah 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 blah, you still have that initial like reaction. The thing is, when you take mushrooms, it's like when you have these kind of conversations, that initial reaction goes away. You see what I mean? That initial instinct of yours goes away. So conversation flows really well. You have great conversations. You can go to like very, very deep. And the thing is, there's no judgments. There's no judging because that initial reaction goes away. That ego goes away. That's the beauty of it because you get really deep in some great talks. And you don't even have to talk to them. You can literally like close your eyes and talk to yourself in a way. Because you have like these epiphanies.
Yeah.
What my friend did, for example, is he wrote in a piece of paper the things he want to talk about, like he want to think about in a way. And these were like habits.
When he was on the video.
Tripping. Like before he wrote it, and then when he tripped, he read it through. It was about like I took a picture of it. It's like habits. He had a bad porn addiction as well at that time. Porn addiction, things he wanted to improve about himself. And I can tell you like confidently now that he's like 1 year no-fap after this trip. And he's like, he's really changed his life a lot.
Do you know personally?
No, but like it's really, really helpful in that sense. Because like for any drug, you have to respect it.
Yeah.
And
To respect the drug?
yeah, as in like you have to know what you're getting into. And
I think it's a tool.
yeah, exactly. It separates what you kind of see like the druggies that are like going crazy and shit because they don't know, they're not respecting it. Compared to when you respect it, you know what you're getting through and you know what you're gonna do and stuff like that. And you make it as a tool, exactly.
It's probably also about the drug.
Yeah.
So this is very specific to psilocybin mushrooms.
And psychedelics in general.
Psychedelics in general.
So-
You're not gonna get the same out of cocaine.
Yeah. So in these rise
if you
up
want to
hours,
have really nice sex, I guess take
you have different drugs for that, of course. Yeah,
I
but
guess.
this is like this is different. So psilocybin is different. So in those 4 hours, there was a come up. The conversation was good. We had like really, really nice talks. We were like visuals were crazy and shit like that. And of course, being an idiot, we were like, oh, this shit is not really hitting that hard. So we smoked.
So you ate more.
So we smoked
Smoked.
a lot
Okay.
of grass.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that was around the peak time. So in this analogy, now we're in the top of the water slide. Okay, that's the peak. And now you're coming down the water slide. And the thing is that this water slide goes to nowhere. It's like a black hole. Okay, and the thing
So
is,
it goes on and on,
Yeah.
or at some point you drop.
well, sometimes you drop, but when you smoke some grass and you're peaking, it's gonna keep on like it's a journey.
Like adrenaline.
No, it's a complete different journey.
And grass makes you anxious.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So it was not a good idea. I would say that. And for me, I was quite I had let's just say I had a pretty bad. You could say a bad trip. I don't believe in bad trips, but I had like you could say per se a bad trip.
Yeah.
In the sense that it was very, very intense. I started to like, feel like, oh shit, you start to like feel like if you're not suffocating in a way. Yeah. I will not get into it, but it became pretty bad in a sense that I was like kind of spiraling in a bad sense. And I can get in detail with this. I will. for the sake of it, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
So, like around that time, I was like laying down. There was like some music in the background, and I almost like I was closing my eyes, and I completely like lost sense of all my touch sensations. Like I felt like I was like literally an atom. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I felt like I was an atom. Like I lost touch, like sense of my hands, my feet, and stuff like that. It was absolutely beautiful in that sense. Like in the initial stage, it was so like so different, and it was so humbling in a way. Like you just feel like you're part of. You close your eyes and you feel like I cannot describe the visuals, but it feels like you're a part of the river of consciousness. Like you're riding the wave of the universe.
Yeah.
That is what I kind of saw. The thing is, that was beautiful for like a couple of hours. Like I just closed my eyes.
Hours.
Like an hour or two. Yeah.
That be long it lasts?
Yeah. The whole trip lasts for like 10 hours.
What?
Yeah. But the thing is, then I started to be like, okay, I started to feel like an atom, right? Like I was like, am I dying? And then that, it's always a spiral. It's like in that sense. And then these kind of things are spiraling. I'm saying, am I dying? Like, am I breathing? Like, is this gonna end? And this is a very, very normal like thing when you have a very intense trip.
Yeah.
And this is why you need to. I'll explain after like my thoughts on it, but I'll talk about like what happened then. So yeah, I started to like question. I started to like get into this bad spiral, and then I told one of my friends who was tripping as well. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm dying, and he's like, dude, like you have to, the thing is he was tripping as well, and he's like, you have to get out of the spiral. It's just a spiral. It's just a thought spiral. Like that's the trip.
Yeah.
But it was already too late in a way, and I was already like in this kind of loop, you could call it, and it was pretty bad, I would say. And then he's like, okay, Victor, we have to change the environment. So he brought me out, and it was really fucked up because it was to the point where I thought that the only way I can get out of this were to puke, to fall asleep, or to like this is pretty fucked up, to kill myself. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it was really, really fucking intense. Because the puke instinct was, I guess, some subconscious memory that whenever I'm drunk, if I puke, I sober up, okay?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. And the crazy thing is, like, I was in such an intense, like, spiral that I had that puke gag even coming up. Like, my mind was able to convince myself, in that sense.
Yeah. But that's gonna work through, like, a kind of placebo effect, right?
No. If you're in a very intense trip like that, it's not gonna work. Yeah. And
No, but basically if you make yourself believe that you're gonna not die if you puke.
I guess, yeah. And then the second one was falling asleep, which is possible if you're tripping psilocybin. If anyone who's tripped before, they know you cannot fall asleep when you're psilocybin. You're too fucked up. And then the killing myself one was like just like a random. It was a pretty fucked up thought, obviously, yeah. But one of my very, very close buddies, he's like, okay, dude, we gotta change the environment. He took me out, and this was like in his dorm, like a student dorm, right? A little corridor. And we're like walking up and down. He's like, Victor, like, remember, like, it's just a drug. It's gonna pass away. It's gonna go away. And I was already like in hell. Like I was somewhere else,
Yeah.
And the really fucked up thing is that I don't know how, but I was in that negative spiral that I've convinced myself. This is really fucked up. I've convinced myself that for my whole life, I was a mental patient. And my friend is like my doctor. And he's taking me to like my cell room. And that was my reality. Like, that's how intense it was. And that's how bad of it got into. Okay?
Oh, never do.
No. Let me explain after. Like, I know this sounds, I'm giving a very bad name to psilocybin, but it's not. I'll give you my explanation after I'm done. But after that, like, for a couple of like minutes, he's like, okay, we gotta go. And then we ended up like, okay, just like walking outside, and then slowly like the drugs started to wear off, and I was coming back to reality, things like that, and I realized, okay, it was all totally fine.
Oh,
yeah,
it was gravity.
Yeah. But basically, what I've learned from this, and I think for most people who's had, like, again, I don't believe in this, but a bad trip, that you these subconscious things, like all these experiences come for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
And I think what I've learned from this is like, your thoughts can truly like dictate you, and you have to control your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And your thoughts become your habits. Your habits become basically who you are, right? So from what I learned from this trip, it's like you must, like for me at least, if I were in a spiral of bad thoughts, it's just thoughts. Thoughts are thoughts. And a great way is like analogy that I've read a lot of books about this. Like, a thought is like a cloud in a way. You can either choose to ride it, or you can choose to like just let it go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in that sense, I forgot to say this earlier, but my friend's room, like we were tripped out, is very, very claustrophobic. The guy's like my friend, like his room is it's a fucking like complete mess, man. Like, it's like chips lying everywhere, suitcases and shit. I was like super close. I feel like I was suffocating. This is better. Like, if you saw this room, you're gonna be like, that is fucked up. Like, there was like, you know, disgusting, like fucking popcorn everywhere and shit like that. It was disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was not very good setting to
The
trip out in.
forbidden snack.
Yeah, it was not very good setting to trip out in. Yeah. So exactly, what was I saying? Yeah.
Oh, batteries
Shit.
off. Camera.
Is it completely off?
I don't know. Look at it. Go read. I can read.
Seems to be complete off. So
That's it. You don't charge
no,
it.
what we'll do is just have the rest of the podcast
On audio.
on audio. So the screen's just gonna be black.
Oh, we can do animation now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Like.
Yeah.
Should you?
So now we can do crazy shit.
Yeah, we can walk around now.
Yeah. Let's just undress. What?
But yeah, dude.
I'm
So-
actually feeling the alcohol.
Yeah.
So like, no video.
No video.
That's how you're gonna upload it.
Yeah. Like, I can just put a picture instead. Like I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Joe Rogan riding a unicorn, hunting planes.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that's the main message. Was like, dude, when it comes to like thoughts, like your thoughts, you know, like our brains are wired to be, you know, thinking about being worried. Because think about it, like, our
Stay
ancestors,
alive, yeah.
Our ancestors were always thinking about like what's the next meal, like surviving and now we're so like we're living such easy lives, like, you know,
Chinese looking at dogs. What?
next meal. It's easy to like think that. So it's a cloud. You shouldn't ride that shit. You just like you gotta let it go.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we have.
And the thing is,
create bad thoughts.
huh?
I think we create.
We create bad thoughts, and they're all just like illusions. Like that idea of me, like, oh, I'm an atom, like, oh, I'm suffocating. It's just illusion. It's not reality, you know. And that's the thing is, like, if I were like let's say an idiot, I would think that trip was like devastating, and I'd be like in some depression, shit like that. But no, I think that trip taught me that, you know, thoughts can really dictate how you live your life. You know, if you're in constant negative thought, if you make up these illusions, like, oh, like anything, like, oh, why didn't she text back? You know, it's like, oh, maybe she's like, it's all it's illusions. It's just like fake things you make out of your mind. The reality is out there in the world. You gotta do it. You gotta fucking go there, and you gotta make shit happen. You gotta, and you know, like, and reality can be completely the opposite of what you imagined in your thoughts. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what that shit taught me. I feel like every trip. And if I didn't have that bad trip, I would never realize that, and I'd be living in such a bad state. I feel like it. So I'm in a way thankful of that, bad trip. Because it taught me such a valuable lesson in a way.
Would you do it again?
Hell yeah, fuck
But
yeah.
in the same way, to have this bad trip again.
No, because now I know why I got bad trip. Because I made myself into I spiraled, because I let's say I rode that cloud.
But would you get in the same situation where you see that cloud again? And are you so sure that you're not gonna ride that cloud again?
You never know, but I feel
because you're under the influence, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like now I have hindsight now, so and I think I'm totally down to like do it again, and I feel like if I were to have a bad trip again, it's all part of the process,
Yeah.
So I think I'm super thankful of that like experience, even though it was in a way bad. I think it was a great lesson that I learned about like life, about like how to approach the way of thinking, stuff like that,
Yeah, and being less scared, probably.
Yeah, being less scared, like fear, exactly, like the whole idea of fear. It's a false thing. The biggest fear is fear itself.
Yeah.
That's such a great way of
I
saying
think
it.
social anxiety is a big one.
For sure, yeah.
I think we just create those I think humans are fear-based animals, and we need to conquer our fears.
Yeah.
And that's what makes one truly great, to conquer your fears. But like we don't really have easy things to fear around anymore. Like things that would obviously be rightful to fear, like a lion that's hunting you.
Yeah,
like
we
the dark
fear
with
about
predators.
failure, or like that's what we fear.
Yeah,
we always find something to fear.
Really bad diseases that you can't treat with anything. And like finding your next meal, or like getting your head smashed in by some dude with a rock. It's not gonna happen that much nowadays anymore than in those times when we evolved. And I think we just create those fears that we have, our social anxieties and everything, around that, because we need those fears to then overcome them, I guess.
It's how our brains are wired, really.
Our brains are wired, and we need to somehow spend that.
Because we're very comfortable now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's very easy to stay home and just be like thinking about these fears and like making these stuff. You just gotta go out there and you gotta fucking face it.
I think that's why people have phobias. That's why people have social anxiety. That's why people have all those fears, because they don't have the real stuff to fear anymore. And I think that as well is why people who are very close to death are so confident.
Like
that's why
like in Rush, exactly.
To come back
for sure.
to Rush.
Yeah.
I think those people are so confident because they have real stuff to fear.
And the thing is, when I was literally picking on that trip, there was a moment where I feel like I was actually gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was actually gonna die. But then there was some activation in me that was like, no, you're gonna live. You're gonna have to. You gotta change who you are.
Oh, I have a story about that
like,
as well.
Literally, there was a voice that was like, you gotta change what you are, and you gotta live.
That's really powerful.
And that just like pushed me on, and that's how I got out of that bad trip in a way. Like it was weird. Like it was literally a second of that bad trip. It was like, no, you're gonna live. You're gonna change. Like, it was a voice. Like, you gotta change who you are, and you're gonna be a better person. And that's
crazy.
Like it was so powerful moment, man. It was a really powerful moment.
Yeah.
Have you, because you said experience that, have you had like that experience?
One second. I just want to finish my point about Rush, I guess.
Yeah.
I think those people that are just so close to death and that have actual stuff that they have to fear. I don't care if it's Formula 1 drivers or guys who actually live in a bad country with war and everything. They're gonna experience less artificial fear that they create themselves. I think that's how it might work. I don't have any evidence of this, but I just feel like we don't we live in such a protected society that we create our own fears.
We live in a society, man.
But that also means that if we realize that, we can overcome those fears without much risk. So yeah. But to come back to when I had that. So it was actually this summer. I basically Had a long night.
Oh really?
Oh yes, oh yes. I was, driving to work, and the night before, I had consumed alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, that kind of stuff, and especially caffeine really fucks up my system. I don't know why. The next morning. So vodka energy is not the best mixture, right? And then getting a heightened heart rate, which I got that evening. So I just felt really shit that morning, and I legit felt like I was going to die. I had a little bit of a hangover, but I think it was mostly the caffeine. And I've had panic attacks from caffeine before. It's one of my biggest problems, I would say. But I had that moment where I just thought, I'm going to die now. And sometimes, I know it sounds crazy, but songs kind of tell me something sometimes. You know how you put a Spotify playlist on shuffle, and then it suddenly a song comes up while you have a certain thought, and it answers that question for you.
Yeah, no, I never had that, but that's so interesting.
You didn't have that. It's kind of like the shuffle oracle or something.
Right, yeah.
Happens to me a lot, actually. Just like music talks to me in that way.
That's so cool.
It might just be like a complete
coincidence.
Like coincidence, whatever. But it was just fitting, and I thought, this is it. I'm going to die. There was some other things that happened the evening before that kind of closed it out. Something that had to do with the letter 13, which is kind of my lucky number. And I was just like, yeah, done this. Number 13, I'll die now. And I put the radio on. On the radio, some song to the liking of This Is the End.
Okay. Okay. That's getting dark now,
Yes, and I'm just like,
It's
okay,
fine.
once the song is over, I'm going to die. I pull up in the parking lot. My heart goes boom, 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 boom. I'm just like, fuck. This is it. But then I'm like, okay. I felt like I was offered a choice. And I was like, am I okay with my life? Or do I... And I was like, I want to live on. I want to go on. I want to see this through. I want to live life. I'm not finished yet. This is not what I want to have done. I want to do more. And I lived. I went through my day in work. I wasn't that hungover even. I wasn't hungover at all, actually. I just kind of felt like shit.
That's so fucking
That's
powerful.
what caffeine does to me. But
that's so powerful, man. That's honestly these kind of these moments.
But sometimes
so
I
powerful.
wonder,
Yeah.
what if I had said, fuck it, this is it? Would my heart have stopped?
No.
Would I have been
But you
so
had that-
convinced?
You had that power, or like that will, to drive you on. Honestly, I think it's more to that in a way.
Well, either way, it's super powerful
Yeah.
to have chosen life.
Yeah.
Same in your case, probably.
Yeah. It was honestly like it was like that moment. It was like, no, I gotta keep going. Even though it was like just a drug, like it was a false, completely. Yeah, some illusion. It's just like there was a voice in your head. It's like you gotta change. You gotta improve your life. It's very powerful in a way.
Yeah.
Whether it's like in your situation or through a drug.
So you think you're here for a reason, or?
Yeah, if not, like, even though it's not, I truly believe so. Like, there has to be a purpose of,
Oh, I think everybody always thinks that you have the grand purpose. You have the grand mission to save the world. That doesn't have to be it,
Yeah.
Maybe you're just gonna make a little difference to a few people. Because in the end, everything is relative.
Yeah.
Because we're on this planet, if you're just gonna change this planet, somebody else might change the galaxy.
Yeah.
But then the same is just like, you might just change the life of one person or like one community,
Mm-hmm.
and it's already gonna be so powerful.
For sure.
I think it's just gonna be about if you make a like net positive impact.
Hell, if it's one person even, you know, or a community, you know, it's yeah.
So I think, or maybe you're gonna have a role as an antagonist in somebody else's story.
Mm.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's your mission.
Mm-hmm.
But I plan to do good. So
Hell yeah.
you want some?
Yes.
Just a little, right?
Yes, a little.
Just a taste.
Yeah, that story was so fucked up, man. The caffeine.
Mm. Oh well. Oh well. You have anything like that?
Yeah. I think it's for sharing, you know.
Okay.
It's good.
But yeah, be happy if you haven't had like that crazy of an experience, because that's honestly scary.
Maybe not.
Maybe you will someday, or maybe you already have.
I've had that, you know. It's not drugs. You just, you know, dangerous situation that I could not get out or something, you know.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'm here, so it worked out in the end.
Yeah, but I think like it's those situations that kind of get you, like, keep you going through the ups and downs of life.
Yeah.
And ups and downs they are.
It's truly like when you reach your lowest point. Like that is literally your lowest point in life, when you're in a near-death experience. When you have the choice to...
Makes everything else so much better though.
Yeah. And you realize like, yo, I gotta go on.
I've had two actually. One of them was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was crazy. Yeah, I was cycling like an idiot, you know. I just got the new bike and stuff, and it was like crit. It was like a downhill. And it was I was going like 50, 60 kilometers per hour, going to a blind corner, and it was at like 60 meters downhill.
Oh,
Like in the, like, you know, the corner goes like this, and there was no barriers to protect you from the turn. Like if you didn't miss the turn, you went to the downhill, you die. That's it, you know. But you know, like turn after turn, so many turns like this, I was like risking it, braking even later, you know. I was playing some on ACDC or something. I was like pumped up, you know, crazy. And yeah, in some point I just brake too hard, the back wheel just, you know, locked, and you don't brake as much.
Sliding.
You just slide, you know. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna miss the turn, I'm gonna fall to the cliff, you know. I kind of fall from the bike, and it was a blind corner, and a car just comes and just misses me. I go to the, like 1 meter before the hill,
the cliff.
The cliff, yeah. And I just, you know, just kind of save the day, you know. But I was so scared, man. I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
I was like, just some dumb shit like this.
Did you see your life flash in front of your eyes?
No, but I felt really the adrenaline. Like I really felt.
It's almost like a jolting pain. You know what I mean? When you're in that like that moment where you're like, oh fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You feel it like in your whole body. It's
It's
that really
it runs down from your feet.
It's
and
like
it's cold.
Yeah, it's like that really big burst of adrenaline to save your ass. Save your life.
It really built it up, because, you know, I was like, I was kind of like braking hard and the wheel spinned, but, you know, I'm like, okay, I can make it, you know, unless if there's no car coming, I can kind of, you know, make it the corner. But then, so the car, I had to avoid the car, you know. They almost got to the downhill. But yeah, I never told my parents about this.
Yeah.
I just, you know,
I wouldn't have either.
Like, and then, I was going to them, that's the thing. Like, I was, the plan was that you go to the beach by the car, because I want to cycle and stuff, you know. It's like, it was like 30 kilometers, you know. It was like 40 degrees. So it was really hot that day as well. It was like a really tough uphill, and then you're like dying, and then downhill. Basically, that's it. You know, I'm here, and you just enjoy it. You know, and then like good music. And oh man, it was crazy though. Like I've fallen a couple of times from the bike, but that was the craziest by far, man.
Yeah.
What was the second one?
I was like, it was a kid, you know, like kind of was almost drowning.
Oh,
like an idiot. Yeah, it was like with those donut things.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
Yeah, it was stuck with my legs and my hands up there, and I was like under the water.
Oh, okay.
And I could not get out. I remember, like, I don't remember much about that age, you know, but I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
so much.
But
in
you
that
remember
moment,
that.
you know? Yeah, it was like so intense and stuff, and just like trying to move. I remember like screaming out, like like a dumbass, but you know. Yeah, my mom like saved me, you know. She was just done a surgery and stuff in her leg. Just came in, blood everywhere, you know, just like all the stitches opening and stuff, and just yeah. The next thing I remember, you know, like I was told that I cried. I don't remember that. The next thing I remember after that was me an hour later, just like, you know, just chilling eating a sandwich at the beach, just yeah. You know, just chill.
Yeah. Like,
I remember asking my mom, yo, where's dad? He's gonna come here.
your mom was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I was just like, she was in,
yeah, your dad actually drowned trying to save you.
yeah, I was like, yeah, where's that? Are we going home soon? Yeah, just
Yeah.
chill, you know.
Yeah,
I was a kid, you know. They don't like the bicycle. They really impacted me for days,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Like I was really careful. Oh, I hadn't. That was not a near death one though. A bike crash.
Yeah.
I just rear bumped the car, you know. All my like fist went into the windshield.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. You just punched through the windshield.
Yeah, I broke it. No, not the windshield. What's the thing? In the light part. The light.
So you kind of, but like in a way, you still enjoy the fact that every time you bike, there's this.
Yeah, that's what I like, man. That's why I bike now.
The
Yeah.
rush, the rush.
Yeah, man. Life is so boring. You just gotta find some adrenaline, you know.
Fair enough, man.
You kind of become like, you know, you learn how to control it. You learn how to control your like, oh, let's go faster, let's go crazy.
Yeah.
You really learn.
And also like in those stressful situations, because you're so like you're going so fast and predictable, but you calm yourself, right?
Yeah, I've really learned honestly through the years how to be calmer, how to be. It really helps as well. You know?
I
Like,
can imagine.
not
Definitely,
to,
I can imagine. Yeah.
not like to keep, because it's just you and two wheels. Like there's no car. Like if you go with a car, honestly, I was feeling chilled because even though you're a new driver, because I know if you crash it, it's a brand new BMW. You're gonna be absolutely fine, whatever happens.
I'm more scared of crashing the car than my own life. Because my mom's car, you know, like fuck that.
Yeah,
shit.
but you're gonna be fine. You know you're gonna be fine. You know, but if it's a bike, you know.
Yeah, he's not gonna be fine. He's gonna get his hand.
I'm gonna get my ass whipped by my mom, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
absolutely,
Fuck
but
that
like-
shit, dude.
But
I
like,
care
you
about
know,
my life.
yeah. But the thing is, in a bike, you just you, and you know if you mess up,
Yeah.
it could be it.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure, dude. Honestly, you know,
Like-
isn't that one movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like he was the biker in the city?
I haven't. Oh yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm talking about, right?
yeah. I know. Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
Premium Rush. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing the same job basically
Yeah.
for like 6
It's
months,
crazy.
and then I crashed, and then I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
why.
It's crazy though.
Like, you know what? That's why I'm really, really amazed by Niki Lauda's story that he came back into it. Like, honestly, when I had this crash,
42 days later.
42 days. Like, I had this crash, but me, it was more like I had some. Yeah, still my thumb is kind of weak, honestly. Seems like it's been 2 years, still kind of weak, but like it wasn't really physical pain. Like I had some bruises, some cuts, some blood, but not much, you know. But I was so afraid to get back into it. Like I quit this job. Like it's not worth it, you know. I'm not gonna cycle in the city through rush hour and deliver some dumb things to dumb people, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about that, but yeah, like what this movie did taught me was that you really need to get back to it as soon as you can, because if you don't you're gonna develop a fear, a phobia. I remember being so afraid riding again the bicycle. It's been like, I don't know, a week and a half after I crashed, and like, you know, I knew I had to get back to it because I felt in it I would be so scarred for life. I would never cycle again.
That's such a good point, dude.
And like when you have these experiences, you know, you really need to get back to them.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you can, you know. So like, okay, you learn, but you know, you should still stick to it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If you get beaten up, just like get yourself back out there in those dark alleys.
Yeah, the same as like, I don't know, like a
Like
UFC fighter, you know. Like imagine if you get beaten up, you know.
You don't
I
want to
know.
wait a few years before you come
Well,
back. Then you're just gonna get beaten up again.
The thing is, you never like after such things. You have to get back to it. I believe
Yeah.
really as soon as you can because
Not just promote your whiskey brand.
what up with this whiskey brand?
Proper 12.
Proper 12. It's Conor McGregor's.
Yeah. Poor guy, man. Like, just wanted to make a comeback and then gets knocked
gets
out for the first time in his career.
Yeah, he's been humbled.
You think he's gonna might come back? Or you think that's
It depends on his opponent in this sense now.
He wants to make a
if-
third fight with Dustin.
Right? I don't think that ended with him. If Dana was smart and wanted McGregor to get his confidence back,
Make him fight Nick Diaz third time?
someone that's a bit like under his level,
Yeah.
because then he gets confidence back, you know.
Fucking Tommy Wiseau.
So
Make him fight Tommy Wiseau.
Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, actually, I think Jake Paul would be good for him right now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just knock that fucker out.
Yeah, just
and,
get confidence back. But that's not even getting confidence back in a sense. That's just like
Yeah,
an obstacle in your path.
but if he like were potentially to get knocked out by
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul,
Yeah, then
it's over.
yeah, well, goodbye, man.
I mean anybody.
yeah.
What do you
That
think
is-
is gonna happen with Ben Askren?
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I don't actually know enough about Ben Askren. I've never seen him fight.
He can't
He
strike
can't.
shit.
He can't.
Well,
So-
I guess he can, like, a little.
Yeah.
But, like, not nearly as good as, like, the other striker. He's a wrestler.
Right.
So, like, he...
But they're boxing,
Fought
right?
in
They're
the
boxing.
UFC,
They're gonna
so-
box. Not
Yeah.
gonna do any MMA.
Yeah. Like, in MMA, no question.
Well, then Jake Paul found a miracle then, because yeah, in that sense, on paper at least, he's gonna beat his ass.
Yeah. I think he's also heavier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that kind of... like, that's what I don't understand. This guy is weight classes above those guys that he wants to fight. Like, I think he's at least welterweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's calling out Conor McGregor, who's like 2 weight classes
Yeah.
below him.
Yeah.
So now I think welterweight is above lightweight.
Yeah. I think he's just
One
promoting
above.
himself.
But I don't know which one he is. I think he's heavier than me, and Conor McGregor. Like, I'm 80 kilos, right? That's like 176 pounds or something. And I think Conor McGregor fought at, what was it? 155?
I'm not too sure, but yeah, I guess.
Something like that.
Mm.
I think they fought at 170.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's still less than I weigh, and he's 5 kilos heavier than me. He's 185. And that's a lot, honestly. I think he's also taller. Like, Conor McGregor is like kind of short, actually.
He's 5'9", I think, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that dude is like just... I think he's slightly...
I think he
smaller
knows
than
what
me.
he's
I'm
doing.
I'm
He's-
6'1".
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He likes to stir the pot. You know.
Yeah.
It gives him some.
I don't think
publicity.
he'd have a chance against
Yeah.
Conor. I don't think he'd have a chance
Yeah.
against a decent striker.
No. What I'm saying is that he knows he's playing the dumb bad guy, and he's doing it on purpose just to get the publicity.
Well, yeah, he's gonna get a lot of money through that.
Yeah, it's clever in that sense. He wants to be portrayed as that dumb, idiot, who's like calling everyone out. He wants the pay-per-view money, man. He knows what he's doing. It's just the way, yeah. So calling out McGregor and stuff, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's purely for the media, just to like stir up the pot. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's just playing a game right now. So it's kind of but I hope Ben knocks his head out. Still, obviously,
I don't quite believe it.
I hope so.
I don't know if there's gonna be any knockouts because that guy's not a striker. He doesn't know how to go for knockouts. I think.
I need to
but
see
then
some-
again, I'm not an MMA guy. Honestly, I think it's gonna be pointless to talk about this. So, yeah. I like to watch this stuff, but I don't know anything. It's so
Yeah.
Let's stop pretending to be Joe Rogan, because he definitely knows more than us. We know more about physiology, neurology.
Hell yeah.
Do we?
After all these Zoom.
Man, it's amazing
courses.
lectures, man. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit. Should we wrap it up slowly?
I think we'll wrap it up slowly. Yes.
It's getting,
Yeah, that was,
getting a bit late.
that
It
was
was
really fun.
very fun, bro.
That was really fun, and I really enjoyed this. Dude.
Really good conversation.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this, honestly.
Yeah, I really for the first one especially was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it can be better though, for real. Like,
Oh yeah, I
maybe
think
too serious at some points. Maybe, you know, I don't know.
I think it was awesome, dude. Like, I really enjoyed this.
yeah, and just like in general as a conversation.
The conversation
Yeah.
was, yeah.
That was the, like, honestly, man, your story, like, really good shit, man. Really powerful shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yours as well,
caffeine,
like,
man.
dude. I think I'm gonna make a clip out of your
Joe Rogan.
trip.
Little anecdote, yeah. It's those things that I don't tell many people.
Yeah.
But now everyone knows.
Well, yeah, everybody knows.
But fuck it, okay.
It's a really powerful message though.
Yeah.
Like I think it highlights the
dangers and also
dangers, but also the benefits.
Yeah, of taking and respecting, psychedelic drugs.
I think it's gonna scare those people that just want to take it for the laws.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's gonna encourage those people that actually want to grow from it.
Exactly, dude. That's
And I think that's how it's got to be used, right? It's a what's it called?
tool. It's a tool.
It's a tool, but it's also way more than that.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
like I've never taken any of that.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my bucket list at some point. But as you said, it's not to be taken lightly. So I'm not gonna willy-nilly just put it in my system to party.
Mm-hmm.
Like
No.
this
not
is
party.
like what is it called? A spirit journey.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's a journey. It's definitely an
Yeah.
experience. Yeah. Dude, there are a lot of successful people of all different professions where like every 8 months they will take a mushroom trip. It's a way to reset in a way, It's not taken lightly. It's a tool, exactly. It's very, very, it's powerful, but you have to respect it.
Do you think there will be like a center that you sign up and it's like, I don't know, like those centers that you go and for holidays and you just clear your mind, but with the same idea?
It's now like being used for depression and anxiety patients and
PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD, dude. Right now, one of the things I want to do, like, why I'm doing medicine, I would love to be in my profession to be one of those very, very like guided therapists in these kind of trips for like people who like. I would love to have that as my career.
A shaman.
Like a shaman, yeah, like a modern day shaman, guide
with this hat.
yeah. It's like welcome, you have been. But yeah, dude, it's
That's why you're
such a
growing your
powerful
hair
thing.
out. Just get braids.
I'm growing my hair out because I can't afford haircuts.
Get braids, dude. You should get braids.
Yeah, or like dreads, man.
Yeah.
Not really be a shaman, man. Fuck yeah.
Like you get braids and you tie them back into like a huge into a huge
like
ponytail.
Conor O'Malley, basically.
Yeah.
I'll do that shit. Fuck yeah.
Or do the whatever. Like Masvidal.
Yeah.
Like that. You know?
Yeah, if it's long enough, fuck it, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Out. Why not?
Long enough.
Eric.
Eric enough.
Yeah.
Long Eric.
But dude, yeah, that was really fun, man.
That was actually very fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding.
Yeah, you're gonna come back on, right?
Hell yeah, I'm coming back on for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
for
coming back
sure, for sure.
Like just to have these conversations, to have those long form discussions.
Yeah.
We should definitely do the dilemma, like
yeah, we do have to
like the movie your brother said. Like that conversation was so heated.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I think it was so cool when we were like 3 people. When it got more and more, it was kind of getting crazy.
Dude, when Vinny came, it was a bit.
Vinny, we censored the name.
Oh yeah.
When poof came.
Yeah, it's censored that or whatever. But like, yeah.
It was cool.
That was
but the
fun.
thing is, I think like in these conversations, we can find a topic, really like. I don't know, like a scenario, like a movie scenario, and we can discuss about it.
But yeah, I think this is like what I want to do with this podcast is talk about people's backgrounds, but I feel like that's better to do one-on-one. I think the really good things for group conversations are gonna
Is
be
this, yeah.
like moral, social dilemmas, like problems, and
Yeah,
just like a
totally.
think tank.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And with that, you can have 3-4 people on, and just like
Yeah.
work on a problem. I think that's
Yeah,
gonna be
for
really
real.
powerful.
I think that's what we took from this today.
Yeah.
You know, we can have when it's a group, we have different subjects. When it's one-on-one, we have different subjects.
Yeah. The thing is, you
It
know,
flows better. It flows better.
it does. Yeah, you guys are really good at this, especially you two. Like I don't know, I'm not much.
No, dude, you gave some fucking good
I
answers.
like to talk about jokes and maybe something smart every now and a while, but you know, I'm not really a serious guy or like.
Look,
you know.
if we're just leading monologues here, then it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be boring.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need like your input, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
we need you.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Lamau.
I think we all did really well, and I had those moments as well where I thought like I'm just sitting back. I can talk right now.
Yeah.
Like when you guys were talking about football.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like and
Yeah, like you were talking about the UFC. I had no idea about the UFC. You know.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of cool that some people
Yeah,
know.
you
some
learn
people-
shit as
Yeah,
well.
exactly,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, I learned that this guy cannot knock out.
fucking weak shit, man.
I swear,
Well,
man.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I'd love to see Jake Paul get knocked out.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But
That would
that's
be
also
so-
just because everybody wants to see the
That
guy
would be
knocked
so
out.
funny, man.
Like the guy has never done anything bad to me. Like it's just like
It's funny.
he's known
It's just
as
funny.
an annoying little fuck. That's all. But then again, like Ben Askren is not much better himself.
Yeah.
So
Oh, are they fighting together, those guys?
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta see this, man. We
Yeah,
gotta, we gotta
Oh man.
and
it's
laugh.
gonna
Like
be-
it will be so fun, honestly.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
That's a fucking game.
like I hope one of them gets knocked out.
Yeah. That's
Like
what
it's gonna be a shit show either way.
for sure.
So
Yeah, like I think the press conferences are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like they just come up and knocked off,
oh, in UFC, yeah, it's not gonna be a UFC fight though. It's
Ah.
a UFC fighter versus a YouTuber
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
at the end of the day. But a YouTuber who's trained for 2 years in
is
boxing.
he actually
Apparently.
good? Is he actually good? Do you know?
I don't know.
He's had 2 pro fights, right?
He's not bad.
He's not bad,
Let's just say that he's an actual boxer now. He's trained for 2 years, but he's not a pro.
He
I
hasn't
would say.
faced someone
Yeah.
that, like, if he beats, is respectable. He's
Mm.
faced people that are like, just hanging
So-
around in the industry. No one respectable.
So,
So I wouldn't say he's a really pro fighter yet.
Yeah, it's funny to see him knocked out anyway.
Yeah.
I would like to see
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm actually gonna show you what happened to the guy that is that he's fighting. Well, pull that up actually.
Oh fuck, man, that's my job now.
I wanna see
Oh,
Mark's
yeah.
reaction.
I'm Jamie now.
Yeah, the guy from Germany is
Ben
like,
Ben Askren versus George no. Jorge? No.
Corona.
Virus.
I just butchered Masvidal's first name.
Jorge.
Jorge.
Jorge. Jorge.
Jorge.
Are we gonna get copyright for this song?
It's a very short
Fastest knockout in UFC history.
Fastest knockout. How many views?
Oh, it's the fucking knee, right?
Oh
it's,
yes.
It's the knee, bro. You have to watch.
11 minutes. That's
no.
that's longer than Eric, man.
Let's get the shit.
The actual fight is not
I
very
didn't know
long.
if Ben Askren got fucking knocked out by that shit.
Who is who?
That's Ben Askren. That's George. That's Jorge.
I love Masvidal. He's probably my favorite fighter.
And he's fighting that
That's
guy.
the
Jake
guy
Paul.
that's gonna fight Jake
But is he
Paul.
gonna use UFC or boxing? Just boxing.
Boxing. That's
Oh,
with
so-
Jake Paul.
Are we gonna use that in the?
Alright, watch this. Just watch this. First round.
What?
And that's it.
Out.
5 seconds.
Not even 5, man.
No,
It was a
like
five.
the fight clock showed 5 seconds.
What?
That was it. That's it.
Then how can they milk 11 minutes of content out of this?
I think
man?
they're replaying it for fucking 5 minutes. But the thing is, Askren just fucking dived into it head first. Like, he was asking for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his guard up.
And like the thing is, Masvidal really hated the guy apparently.
He's just like mocking him now. He's mocking him.
That's kind of mean though.
Show the replay, like, dude. The other guy, like, he's not even. What the fuck was he even trying? Like, I think he slipped in a way.
Maybe,
Just
I
look
don't
at him.
know.
Like, it's so stupid.
I mean, maybe that's just one moment. Maybe it's actually better.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the same with those Conor fights where he knocks people out in the first 40 seconds.
Right,
you know?
yeah. I guess it's measured, it's calculated.
Let's take a look at it. This fight replay is brought to you by Nemeroff Bold Character since 1872.
But yeah, this is
Just
crazy.
look at this. Like, he fucking goes for it. He gets in, like, he puts his head down in a way. And
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, I would hate
And
to
the-
be.
Yeah, and look at the way he
Contact
fell.
sports.
Like, that's how you know you really got knocked out. The way he fell, like, his body was tensed up. You know, like, that's how you know you got knocked out. Yeah.
Do people die in these things?
No, there were no zero fatalities in UFC history because they have very professional and strict regulations and rules, and the referees are very, very professional. Zero fatalities in UFC history.
Yeah, but people
But I
get
think
like.
some people got like a little bit mushed.
Yeah.
But people get, things like
Broken.
problems.
Yeah, of course, broken.
No, I mean
Yeah.
like things that stay. Like problems with the brain or what.
I guess,
That's-
but that's in boxing as well.
NFL even, you can say, rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any contact sport, like, you get that shit. So
I mean, this is maximum contact.
yeah,
So-
you're getting. To
I would
business, you
hate,
expect.
like honestly, I hate these sports. But to watch is kind of fun, but
To get into it, I would never do this as well.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Would you? I think you would. I think you would like to
Um,
punch some people. I like to punch them, not being punched. That's the thing.
Self-defense is the main thing for me.
it's fine. I don't know. Like, this stuff interests me, but I don't know if I wanna like really compete at that level.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's just I don't think it's my thing. I respect the people that do. I'm totally not ruling it out, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Honestly, but you hear some people like. I've been listening to some podcasts lately. I was never really like a guy that podcast, but honestly, they kind of put me to sleep. I don't know. It's kind of like.
Yeah, it's like
Just-
a nice soothing.
Yeah,
voice.
just like constantly continues. Just anyways, but I've been hearing this podcast about GSP, that fighter.
Yeah.
That guy is like so humble. He's
Yeah.
like the best, He's, it's like kind of seeing like a Lauda in him and some, McGregor maybe the hand or something like that.
In a way, yeah.
In a way, like the showboat kind of guy, but like the focused collect. But I really appreciate what they do. And honestly, like if I was about to pick it up from a young age, I would do it because it's kind of an art. It's just not. It's not brutality. You would say. It's not that you just.
It's a sport.
It's it's not called football. It's called martial arts.
Yes.
It is something that.
It's like a dance almost. You can
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coordination and
Yeah.
like
You have to
reflexes.
Yeah, you have to like respond to your opponent's movements.
Yeah.
It's like a dance in a way.
Yeah, it's not.
art.
It's not like just brutality. So honestly, maybe I would do it. But like the thing is, I don't know. Like I don't like the part when I get pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't like this part.
Yeah.
You're gonna be conditioned for that, though.
I suppose. But like
You're gonna have a different perspective on pain.
and we were trying this summer, right? In that
We
place.
try. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I went a couple of times, and then
that
it
was
was fun. And then the next day I could not walk because I was like
Yeah.
bruised all over
Yeah,
my.
we did like 1 week Thai boxing.
Yeah.
2 weeks
Oh,
summer.
leg kicks, low kicks.
Yeah, everything, man.
Yeah, I mean the arms were fine. I could punch quite well, I suppose. but-
The coach was quite brutal. Like he would get pretty.
Did he use low kicks on him?
Did he?
The coach.
He would do like jabs to my face, like literally to my face, just to like make sure my guard was up, like he'd be like really putting a jab there,
Yeah.
punching me hard, but he's like, Victor, your guard should be up.
Yeah, when he was doing the side kicks, you hold like some kind of cushion,
Yeah.
so you don't get hurt. Like with Victor, we had one on my side, one on his side. We were like taking turns, But when that guy, it was fine. It wasn't painful with you or whatever.
But he's strong, man.
But when he came, he's like, okay, I'm gonna do 50% power, okay? I'm like, yeah, okay, don't worry about it, That's 50%, that fucking knocks me over, man. I was like, ready to curse him in every language I can speak, Oh man, like that guy.
Yeah.
Like I was, like that cushion is 20 centimeters thick, something like, anyways. But it was like so painful, man.
Yeah.
Like that guy, I kind of wanted to try 100% just to see.
I don't think you want to, man.
But I have a thick thigh, it's not like it's not.
Yeah, but he uses like this shin bone, man. Like he's probably,
so much power.
He's been training, he's been conditioned. It's probably like cement for his shin bone, like dude.
He was so short,
But dude, so, it's about the generation of power, man.
Man, he was crazy,
technique.
And like
short lever is gonna be strong.
Yeah.
Like if you see my leg and his leg, they were not all that different,
Yeah.
They were both like, I cycle a lot. I guess he kicks or whatever. Same kind of.
But like he's trained so hard that he's able to when he does a kick, he's able to utilize every power and the momentum.
But it's so crazy, the difference, I did not expect it to be that big.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's like that's what training does. Really.
Has he done that to you, the sidekick?
Hell yeah.
Was it much stronger than mine?
I mean, I don't know how you feel pain, but it was quite painful. Yeah.
But the comparison to my sidekick,
it was roughly the same. Yeah, he would put quite a kick in it. Yeah.
But my sidekick and his sidekick, you say it's the same?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His sidekick is crazy. Like he's no mercy.
But you can tell the huge difference, I was giving mostly 80% of my power, I would say.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was so chill.
Yeah. This is technique. It's
I suppose technique. But
technique. Yeah.
The thing about martial arts that kind of when I've only gone a few times to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Are you still going or?
I want to go, but just the way I'm doing gym right now and everything, I feel like I don't have that much more energy, and if I'm gonna go more, then I'm gonna lose energy, and right now in winter I don't have that much, so I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
I want to really start up, but it might fuck me up. So I gotta be real careful. However, what I really notice is the respect that you have for fellow fighters, for your teammates, I guess. Just
not teammates. You don't fight with them. You fight against them.
Well, I guess, but it's just training.
You mean the training?
In practice, I've only gone 5-6 times. But what I really notice is the respect that you get towards each other, because it's so personal. That fight, that moment.
Yeah. I don't like that much, honestly. That guy, he was way too serious, man. He was like, bruh, relax.
I think it was just he's trying to teach us.
Yeah, but
and maybe
honestly,
it's very different for different martial arts.
You need to know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I suppose, but in everything, I guess, in everything that you do, you want a chiller guy. I would like a chiller guy.
For martial arts, man, I'd rather have the guy show me what's gonna happen than give me fake hope that it's gonna be chill.
Yeah, I think if you want chill, rather do jiu-jitsu than Thai boxing.
I like karate. I'm probably I can't dig on karate, but I don't know.
I felt like
jiu-jitsu is quite tough as well, man.
It's tough. It really takes strength.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength. But it's I don't know. It's a little bit calmer, I would say.
It's no striking, right?
It's a lot of mental stuff, I would say. It's not that much immediate pain. It's just strength against strength, and at some point you're gonna get overwhelmed or outplayed.
Yeah, I think.
Right. So there's not that much direct pain. You can submit someone by basically getting them into an armbar or something, but that's not gonna be that painful yet.
Yeah.
It's just gonna like if that goes further, it's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
If you choke somebody further, they're gonna go asleep.
Yeah.
But you don't have that much immediate pain, and I think that's what's kind of good. Like I don't want to get brain trauma just from training, just from practice.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna pursue that.
Yeah, for sure.
Since the camera closed, I think we're much more chill. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit.
I've been like, just trying to look. Do I look good? Do I,
Yeah.
am I?
Yeah, I think we'll just close this up. But it was a good conversation about martial arts.
Yeah, honestly,
as well.
we kind of like. I feel like we have. We can say even more things, but like it's already 3 hours.
We could keep going.
Oh, I could keep going for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
But
like this group, let's do it again.
For real.
I'm so fucking.
It's
a good balance, I think. It's a good balance.
It's a good balance. We gotta get Axel on. We gotta get Eric on. We gotta get your brother on.
Yeah.
They will like.
They'll have like a 5-hour fucking.
They will. They will say about I don't know DMT. Have you ever done DMT, but?
I mean, we gotta get Mari on. We gotta get Vinny on.
Yeah.
Vini.
Vinny.
Vini. Like this camera reminds me of my time when I was, casted.
I was waiting for this shit.
On the casting couch.
Yeah, I was casted, for a fake photo shoot, but it turned out it wasn't. But.
All right. Yeah. Well. I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
We need to figure out the camera for the next time.
Anybody who made it this far, if now or like 5 years in the future because you're a hardcore fan, thank you so much for staying with us through this, and see you the next time.
Yeah.
But wait, I have to say something.
Yeah. We'll all say something.
If you do watch it all the way here in the podcast, okay, come up to me and tell me Albanian Chungus, and I will know. I will know you're a true fan. Yeah. Albanian Chungus.
Oh my god.
If it's anything to add, Victor, to my emotional.
Oh yeah, and subscribe to Mark's meme page.
What?
Oh, yeah.
on Instagram.
Probably.
Or not?
I'll probably be reported. By I don't know. That page is just for us.
Just for us.
Yeah.
If you can find it, you can subscribe to it.
If you find it, comment Albanian Chungus, and I will launch here.
Yeah, man, I got nothing to say, man. Fucking peace out, dude.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.